behind him. Of course, if you look at the top 10 quarterbacks right now, Trevor Lawrence certainly isn't in vogue. And really, that's the only position of all the top 10 lists that we'll see the rest of this offseason and any top 10 list that comes out next year. The most important, the only guy on the team that has to be in that top 10 tier is the quarterback. It's Trevor Lawrence. To wit. This is where my research brain kicks in, E.T. You'll like this. I'm not even going to immediately ask you to fire up the Google machine, turn you into the Insta research department. So if you think you don't need a top 10 quarterback, I will point you to the Lombardi Trophy case. And I've already gone back and done it, so you don't have to follow in my footsteps. The last non-top 10 quarterback to win the Super Bowl, E.T., was Nick Foles. Okay. Way back after the 2017 season, so that would have been 8 seasons ago, going into 8 seasons. Before that, the last non-top 10 quarterback to win the Super Bowl, you got to go all the way back to 2002, where Brad Johnson won for the Bucs. 2 years previous, Trent Dilfer won a non-top 10 quarterback, and then go find one, buddy. There have been 4 or 5 non-top 10 quarterbacks this season. I'm not talking about top 10 all time. I'm talking about that to be you're in your contemporary times, you're considered to be at least a top 10 quarterback. I'm not saying you got to be Tom Brady. They're not all Brady and Manning. I'm saying top 10. 3 or 4 or 5 in the history of that Super Bowl that just keeps adding those Roman numerals. So make what you want of any of these top 10 lists. And this isn't an opinion poll. This is a level that Trevor Lawrence has to go and reach on the field with success statistically and wins and losses. I'll remind you that 2 quarterbacks in the history of the Jacksonville Jaguars have produced back-to-back winning seasons, Mark Brunell and Trevor Lawrence. And so, yeah, the despair currently about the position in particular, maybe not despair, the uncertainty about the position moving forward, just remember that part in 4 short years as well. So, well, at times seems like long years. Anywho, I just took note of that on the top 10 list. You better have a top 10 quarterback. And look, you doesn't have to be top 5. It can be Matthew Stafford, 8 or 9 the year he won. It can be, Eli Manning, who's not going to ever be top 5, but he's always top 10. It's a bit, down the line, bro. Down the line. It's Breeze and Rodgers and Roethlisberger and Aikman and Young and Montana, and you just down the line. Not many Super Bowl champs didn't sport a top 10 quarterback. Not many at all, and only really 3 of this generation. Since the turn of the century, there's only been 3, and there's really only been 1 in the last 20-something years, and that was Nick Foles, who at times could play like a top 10, but I'm even giving the benefit of the doubt on guys like that. I'm not even going to go back and see what Brad Johnson was back in that different era. I don't ever remember thinking of Brad Johnson as a top 10 quarterback as any individual season played out. So, anywho, there's that. All right, we're talking playing time. Time for playing time talk. We will start with the opponent this week. And ET, then we'll move on to Liam Cohen and his press conference yesterday. But we'll start with Mike Tomlin. And so we learned this about the Steelers and their plans when it comes to Saturday night. So here's who you can expect not to see, okay? Aaron Rodgers, Jalen Ramsey, DK Metcalf, TJ Watt, pick a player, boss. Patrick Queen, pick a player. Ben Roethlisberger's not going to play. Mike Tomlin announced that Antonio Brown won't suit up. Harrison won't play, so they'll be missing that. They're going to have they're going to sit Troy Polamalu. Le'Veon Bell's not going to play this Saturday either. Mean Joe Green, they've gone ahead and said that he's not going to play. I mean, the Steelers are coming in, going to utilize their second and third teamers. We'll let degenerate Dan make the call on that, on how you perhaps should respond when it comes to going up to the betting window. Meanwhile, Liam Cohen met the media and talked about playing time, and I'm going to let you hear as we move through this hour exactly what he had to say. Look, spoiler alert. The Jags are going to play their guys. In fact, how many of the guys? Well, right off the top.
Yeah, we will play everybody. So how long that is will kind of determine how things are going a little bit, but everybody's going to play in this game.
All right. Why? That's the even more interesting part. We'll dive into that when we come back on the other side, as we'll take our first time out here, talk a lot of Jags football today. We got a football Friday with the preseason opener tomorrow. We got a fun time scheduled for later after the show. We're going to pack it up and head over to Alhambra. Congrats to all of y'all that won tickets into our little luncheon with Fred. We're going to serve you. We're going to put on a good show for you. We'll talk football with Fred Taylor and get you just primed and ready for kickoff tomorrow night. And we'll talk college ball as well. All right, the preseason, it really got underway last night with 3 games. And I think there's interesting storylines to be gleaned from all 3. We'll do that this hour as well. Up and loaded here. It's a GFL Friday. We got Captain Kevin Favor next. Liam Cohen on how the playing time will be dispersed. The NFL preseason, notes from the games last night. The pennant race took a little bit of a breather. Yeah, I see we got your Marlins, OET. That's right. Yeah, that's right. Imagine a world where here we are in August and the Marlins and Braves are playing, and it's the Braves trying to play spoiler to the Marlins' hopes and not the other way around. Up is down. Back with more next. You're locked into the drill. We're live inside the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
1010XL's Hayes Carline represents you in the locker room.
So you gotta up your game.
Interview persons of interest so you'll have the information you need to get ready for game day.
Time to put on your game face.
Open by Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Hey, school's in session, and here's today's lesson. We have hundreds of certified vehicles to choose from, starting as low as $89.99. Plus, they come with a 7-year, 100,000-mile peace of mind warranty and free oil changes. That means you and your soon-to-be drivers will be protected. Plus, every purchase allows us to fund teachers' projects for the entire school year. Your next assignment, get to Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine, Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville, or Beaver Mitsubishi in St. Augustine. We're here to wow you and our teachers.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Hunters Know Patience is part of the game.
Just gotta keep hunting.
Jeff Lageman, Captain Kevin Faber, and Captain Kirk Waltz on the Nimnit Outdoors Show. Presented by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning. Saturday morning from 7 to 10 on 1010XL.
New and pre-owned firearms are always in stock at Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach. Want a new sidearm or rifle? Brands like Kimbar, Smith & Wesson, Sig Sauer, and Beretta. No lines, no hassle. Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach.
Living on Amelia Island, having fun in Bernardino Beach? No matter what brings you to the fun, cozy town, make sure you check out the tap room at Mocama Beer Company. With a full flight of craft creations, from the Cosmico IPA to the Motor, the perfect pilsners and lagers, matching memories and some Mocama magic is what it's all about. Mocama Beer Company in Bernardino Beach, near the big water where the sun is born. And look for more Mocama craft at your local Total Wine or ABC Liquors.
Right now, they're on their way to disrupt your life, make you uncomfortable, and rob you. Don't bother calling the police. They can't help. That's right. Summer heat and humidity are about to attack North Florida again. You know what to do. Call Mike Merritt. Mike Merritt's Heating and Air has a license to chill. When heat and humidity are attacking you, Mike Merritt provides a comfortable chill at a bargain price. Mike has been keeping North Florida comfortable for 30 years. Mike Merritt technicians are never paid commissions, meaning you'll never be pressured to buy something you don't need. And Mike Merritt knows cooling issues can arise anytime. They don't just happen during business hours. So Mike Merritt never charges overtime fees. When you need us, we're here for you. Remember, in the fight against heat and humidity, Mike Merritt has a license to chill. Visit merrittair.com. Florida license number CACO 50384.
It's hurricane season. Protect your home with 904 Gutters with a Z. That's right. Z as in zone defense for your home. Water damage hits hard. 904 Gutters with a Z hits back harder. Search 904 Gutters with a Z and make the right call.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
Yo, E.T. here, and Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes through in the clutch every day, from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar, Twin Peaks. Scratch kitchen scores every time. Dig in the hand-smashed burgers, chef-inspired flatbreads, and more at your local lodge. Come on, somebody.
David here with Royal Pest Services. It's back. Our summer Centricon Termite Special. New installs begin as low as $249. And if you have existing Centricon, but your renewal is through the roof, we can transfer you to Royal at no cost. Visit RoyalPestServices.com to schedule a free estimate.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, another great guest on the Checkmate Coatings phone line.
Hello.
Your floor's missing piece. Now, Captain Kevin Favor's Fishing Report. Brought to you by CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living. You dream it, we build it. On 1010XL.
All right, we're back here on The Drill. It's a GFL Friday, perhaps. Gonna get that boat in the water this weekend. That's what we're here for. We've given Captain Kev a much-needed vacation. I know when you fish for a living, it must get exhausting. Let's bring in Captain Chip this morning, who is ably ready. I hope you can make it through what's sure to be a grueling day out there enjoying nature and hopefully catch a fish. What's our best bet, Chip?
It looks like it's going to be a little bumpy for the offshore waters this weekend with swell directions coming from different areas, but it's been kind of slow out there. If you can get out, there have been some decent cobia caught, and if you want to bend the rod, the snapper are always around, but inshore has been pretty good. Lots of flounder, there's been some nice black drum, redfish. If you're more into the sporting fish, the tarpon are showing up really good right now. So it's kind of a crapshoot this weekend on the weather. We're waiting to see what happens with these tropical waves. So.
Well, and the weather's been especially dicey, and Kevin and I often make this correlation. There's a lot of similarities between guys trying to play in golf and guys trying to play in fish, and that the rain coming earlier in the day and kind of mixing things up. It's a lot easier when you can just kind of plan for it to roll in 3-4 o'clock. But it seems like we've been getting more of the morning stuff. So listen, if you're going to get out this weekend, you're best keeping it inshore. Sounds like that's the plan.
I would say so.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, you're not going to catch them all today.
I'm dodging rain, it looks like, this morning again, so we'll see how it goes.
All right, well, get a massage this weekend and recover in time to get back out there next week. How about that? Thank you, Chip. I appreciate it, my man. There he goes. That's the Captain Chip filling in ably for the vacationing Kevin Favor this morning. We talked about the playing time when it came to Mike Tomlin and just, kind of joked around to the point that really, they're not playing anybody. If you listen to the list that he, poured through, it didn't leave much room for interpretation. If you're any good and you're a veteran and you've proven yourself to me, yeah, we're going to take a pass Saturday night in Jacksonville. Meanwhile, you heard Liam Cohen say, we're going to play everyone. So let's spend a segment and kind of dive inside what went into that, what we can expect to see on Saturday night. And first and foremost, how difficult is it to decide, we're going to play everyone? Because just quickly, sorry about that. I jumped the gun. Look, we're a 4-13 football team, ET. I like the fact that we're not acting like we're 12-5 and trying to keep bodies healthy. We got to find out what some dudes are. And if they want to bring a second team line in and let our first teamers push them around, people move like they're supposed to, good. Go do it. If you don't, it's even more to be concerned with. But let's find out. Here he is. Why do you play them all?
No, actually, it came to he was one of the guys that kind of convinced me, actually. Came in the weight room the other day on the day off, and we talked about it. He wanted to play. A lot of the guys want to play. So, actually, you got 2 new systems on both sides of the ball and the one joint, as I mentioned. So it kind of, I'm not saying it ties your hands because you can do whatever you want, but it just kind of everything leans that way as probably being the best thing for our team right now.
You said Travis is the one who kind of convinced you?
No, Hainsey.
Oh, Hainsey, okay.
Not convinced, but he just came up the other day in the weight room, was just like, what are we doing? And I'm like, I'm still working on it. He said, well, we want to play, and Trevor as well, and some of the guys. So, it'll be good.
All right. The value of a Trevor Lawrence, and again, a preseason game where you're not exactly facing game planning. Let's just put it that way.
That's right. I mean, that's so much, right? It's like we have moving parts and pieces on the offensive line that we, new ones. Obviously, multiple different receivers, quarterback playing in a first-year system. All of that is kind of what points to that. And look, if we had 3 joints and 2 days of work by each of those joints, then we probably wouldn't be playing. But that's just kind of where we're at. So we've got to go and probably take advantage of these opportunities.
All right, that's when it comes to Trevor, and I think it applies. Just listening to Liam Cohen yesterday and seeing what the plan is for Saturday night again. If you missed it yesterday, he says everyone's going to play at least to a degree, which it kind of leads us into. I wanted to take you on a little tour around the NFL when it comes to playing time and how it's decided at some other spots. And man, we got just 2 examples of how it can go. The first is Joe Burrow. They elect to play Joe Burrow for Cincinnati, and all he does is go out and deliver. I think he was like 9 of 10, 123 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jamar Chase played. He had a nice long score.
Them boys was getting busy.
The Bengals looked like they were ready to hit the ground running, didn't they?
Those boys were getting busy.
I mean, they got after it. And look, does the outcome of the game matter? Not really. But we did, there were certainly some things to be gleaned from the 3 outcomes. And in fact, the Bengals were playing the Eagles, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it was the Bengals and the Eagles. And, you look over on the Eagles sideline and there's, Jalen Hurts in sweats and his hat on backwards and, just acting like it's a day off of practice. The Bengals had said going in, and maybe some are taking a cue, the Chiefs always play their guys early. They've continued to play, Mahomes and those guys early. But, yeah, Joe Burrow real quick, showed he was not in midseason. He was in late season form. By the way, on the other side, if you had the over-under on, game 1 of the preseason when Anthony Richardson would be hurt and knocked out of a game, well, you're a winner because it's about how long it took. Richardson dislocated a pinky finger on his throwing hand. I was watching a film breakdown of the play. I don't know if I was on social media or for NFL Network this morning. I'm not sure where it was. But they were saying basically it was a pretty elementary read that he should have made to anticipate that pressure from where it came. Instead, he got blindside cold cocked on a sack. Did not look like a preseason play. There's your welcome to regular season intensity, because the Ravens didn't get the memo, and Richardson knocked out of the game. It's one thing after another. Daniel Jones came in and was Daniel Jones, 10 for 21. Oof. They've got some pieces in place in Indy, but man, that quarterback situation right now is no bueno. The Raiders. All right, you ready for this? I got a Dailies double take for you. Stop there this morning, man. Take advantage of that fresh ground coffee. The Dailies grind every morning, locally sourced, ground, and delicious. The bread for Dailies is baked fresh locally every day. When you get those subs and sandwiches later, or biscuits this morning, remember all that? Stop in at the Dash. Here's the double take, okay? You ready for this? The Seahawks and the Raiders played last night, E. And a recent Boise State grad went 7 for 61 and a score.
Ooh, 7 for 61?
7 carries, 61 yards, and a touchdown.
Oh man, I thought you were talking about a quarterback.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about there's a running back last night in the Seahawks Raiders game. Recent Boise State grad.
Got you.
He went 7 carries for 61 yards and a touchdown. And he wasn't Ashton Genty.
Oh.
He was Ashton Genty's former teammate, second-year running back George Holani for Seattle. Had a big game. Again, 7 for 61. That's 8.5 a carry if you're counting. He also had a score. Meanwhile, Genty, on his first carry, bounced outside, got 3 yards. 2 carries later, his night was over. 3 carries, minus 1 yard. The return to Seattle for Geno Smith and Pete Carroll, it didn't go well. Geno Smith, forgettable brief outing, completed his first pass. Then Genty had a 3-yard gain. Then Smith's night was over following 2 straight incompletions. Genty played just the next series. Stuff rate was bad for Oakland, because Seattle's D-line was just right on top of him every time he touched the ball. And the number 6 pick, that's the other side of that, man. And you see Genty going awful high in these fantasy drafts, ET. Awful high, Ashton Genty. Now, look, if there's a position where it translates immediately when it comes to being a star, probably running back. You think there have been more rookie 1,000-yard running backs in the last 10 years, or more rookie 1,000-yard receivers in the last 10 years?
I think it got to be running back.
Yeah. You send that one over to Chat GPT and get some answers here. But we'll see. It's just a game on. A lot of, we can ask Fred. We'll talk to Fred about this today as to Genty's. Make a note, ET. You're a great note taker. He does. Every time he'll remind, man, don't forget, you weren't us talking. Man, forget. Man, that's 8 forgets away. I forgot that's 8 ago. I've already forgotten 7 things I was supposed to remember since then. But a big part of the running back, man, is you just, you crack for 2, you get a -1, you go for 3, you go for 6, you get a -2, and then boom, you go for 48. Suddenly you got 7 carries for 60 yards. You feel me? Genty hasn't had that opportunity quite yet. More news and notes from around the National Football League. We'll do that with a football fix. That's coming up just a little bit later. We have a segment in between, a milestone for a former Gator on the tennis courts. Ben Shelton is celebrating this morning. Again, the pennant races, for the most part, took the day off. There were a few games, few notes to share from Major League Baseball, and that sprint to the finish. Man, you can't help but get excited about that opening weekend of college football. That now, what's tomorrow? Tomorrow we're already into like the 9th of August, aren't we?
Tomorrow's August 9th.
I mean, tomorrow we're just 3 weeks away from that Aug 30, which has a bunch of good games. So I did the heavy lifting. The one argument we have versus college versus NFL, in college versus NFL, is that in the NFL, every single weekie, there are 3 or 4 just jarring, consequential games. There is an Ohio State, Texas game, 2 or 3, some weeks even more. There are those types of games every week in the NFL. You can have weeks in college football where that best college football game, because of the consequences, because of the atmosphere, might even be better for some people's football taste than the top NFL game that week. But, man, week-to-week consistency of what the NFL can offer you. So we come back on the other side. We've told you what a fantastic start it is. Can we count on now? I do think I think the splitting into these super conferences of the Big Ten and the SEC, there is a real big, often top 5 consequential matchup involving those conferences every week before you step into those occasional huge games and maybe the SEC, Big 12, and other spots. So a little advanced planning, just a little fun with what's coming up here on the college football schedule as it gets going. Really big time 3 weeks from tomorrow. There are games 2 weeks from tomorrow on the college football side. All right, it's a GFL Friday. Thanks for being up and Adam with us. A little more from Jags camp and more when we return. You are listening to The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Follow your home team on your home station.
That was just old school smash mouth football.
1010XL, home of the Jaguars.
Make a statement as summer winds down with luxury. Experience the art of progress at Jenkins Genesis of Northeast Jacksonville. Come test drive the sleek and powerful G70 or the versatile and refined GV80 SUV that's designed to elevate your journey. Enjoy exclusive offers and flexible financing. Showroom on Atlantic Boulevard or learn more at genesisofnortheastjacksonville.com for all life's journeys. Jenkins Genesis of Northeast Jacksonville. Welcome to the family.
Hey, Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
Chelsea here from Renewal by Anderson. You've seen and heard our ads where I talk about Renewal by Anderson's exclusive Fibrix material, twice as strong as vinyl, incredibly energy efficient, and custom built to fit your home perfectly. But if you haven't reached out yet, August only, Renewal by Anderson is offering triple savings. $300 off every window, $825 off every patio door, plus 0 down, 0 payments, and 0% interest for 12 months. Schedule your free consultation today at bestwindowsflorida.com. License number CGC 1527613.
Looking to elevate your game night experience? Look no further than Best Bet. We're not just a card room, we're your destination for excitement, fun, and big wins. Whether you're a seasoned player or new to the game, we have something for everyone. Join us at Best Bet Jacksonville, Orange Park, or St. Augustine for thrilling tournaments, exciting promotions, and a vibrant atmosphere that will take your game night to the next level. Elevate your game night at Best Bet. Visit bestbetjacks.com to learn more. That's bestbetjacks.com.
Big Chief Tire is always looking for ways to better serve the Jacksonville community we call home. Frank Frangie here. Starting Monday, June 16th, they're opening their 6th shop location in Mandarin, providing more Jacksonville residents with a locally owned auto repair business they can trust. Visit the new shop on San Jose Boulevard today for all your vehicle needs, including brake repair, new tires, and more. Visit WeKeepJacksRollin.com or call 904-932-0950 to schedule an appointment today.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Bueller. Stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, Jason, got a minute?
Always. What's on your mind?
This time of year, my air conditioner is running non-stop. Hot all day, hot all night. It has to run constantly just to keep up.
Well, that's what they do.
But if something happens to it in the middle of a 2-week heat wave, I'm in trouble, Jason. I can't wait 3 days or 2 days or even the next day for service. If you can't get someone here today, I'm sweating by tonight. What if it breaks, Jason?
You call me, pal. That's what we do. Bueller Air and Plumbing.
But you're probably swamped with calls from everyone else's AC that ran nonstop and then broke in a heat wave, so they called you because that's what you do.
But we always have room for an emergency. At Bueller Air and Plumbing, we have techs standing by because we know these things happen.
So I don't need to worry. Wow. That time you calmed me down without even using the sunglasses.
Oh, I was reaching for them.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Abracadabra. Text line is spoken. You 6 o'clockers are especially privileged, by the way. This isn't a mainstream take here on the drill. This is pretty much exclusive for y'all. Busted this thing out yesterday about this time, wasn't it, E.T.?
It was about this time.
E, are you a bubblegum eater, a chewer at all?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to bring some in, and you too will be a convert.
Yeah.
Once you go Charms Inside Out, you don't go back. It's just how it is. From the text line, designed by Lifetime Enclosures. In all caps, E.T., does that mean they're screaming it?
Yes.
Best gum ever. Next, up one text. Yes on the gum. Next on the text, no joy at the local stores. I've ordered a 3-pack from Walmart.com. Be here later today. Now, the only place I found these delectable morsels sent from heaven above, the Charms Inside Outs gumballs, I get them at Dailies. And again, once this becomes more mainstream, the arms race is going to be on. Good luck finding them. This will be like toilet paper during COVID-y.
Oh, I remember that.
I could be causing something like that right now. If you're a bubblegum fan, once you have this bubblegum, no other bubblegum will ever do. You will never give in a decision that also includes, man, Charms should be paying my, the Inside Outs gumballs. Yeah, you're ruined. You're ruined. So good luck finding him out there today. Let me know. Let me know what you think.
The boy did some research during the break, Jeff.
Did you? What you got?
You mentioned about the rookies having the 1,000-yard seasons, wide receivers,
okay,
running backs.
Look at you going all above and beyond.
And if this is correct, according to Stat News, 14 running backs achieved over 1,000 yards their rookie season, and 12 wide receivers.
Okay, so it has
dating back to the 2015 season.
Wow, so it has
back to past 10 years.
Yeah, so yeah, we were right. It's been more running backs. So bottom line, I guess the point is, and I think that's because there's been more 4th-round running backs go for 1,000 as a rookie. There have been 4th-round receivers that have become, see Amon-Ra St. Brown and others that have become superstars, ultimately. But I think the running backs can come in and hit it right away in some cases.
I got something for you real quick. Real quick, Poppy. There was 3 wide receivers that got over 1,000 yards their rookie year last season. I'm sure you can name them pretty quickly. In the 2024 season, what 3 wide receivers?
Yeah, I'm gonna go BTJ. I'm gonna go Malik Neighbors, and I'm gonna go Lad McConkey.
Yeah, hit it right on the head.
Yeah.
And then the one running back? There was one running back that did it last year.
One running back last year. Bucky Irving.
Bucky Irving.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's how we roll.
That's how we roll.
John could just come at it with those kinds of questions. They're not that easy. Well, they're not easy for, Gen Pop, but if he could just come with those, buddy, boom, we'd be noted as the geniuses we wish we were. Let me tell you who has really shined. This is where I don't want to, if this were a young player, I'd be wary. I'd be wary of overstating what we've seen in practice. But Jordan Lewis is not a young player. He's a guy with a nose for the ball, a veteran that was brought in. He kind of raised an eye. Some people said you might be overpaying for what, Jordan Lewis's skill set. I think the thought was he was going to be an inside corner. It certainly looks like now he's settling in on the outside. He was consistently winning battles with a guy named Checks Notes Travis Hunter yesterday. He's held his own throughout camp with that young whippersnapper. Lewis had another pass breakup yesterday that caught everyone's attention. He's had multiple interceptions over the course of camp. He's drawn rave reviews from everyone around him and was asked about his instincts to do something real important, especially for this turnover negligent team. That's get around the football.
Understanding, who their top guys are, different concepts, and understanding where routes are being broke off and reading stems. I feel like that's a really good strong suit of one of mine. And I just like to go out there and compete. And, I want to go out there and get the ball, and that's my main key, my main thing on defense. Just go get the ball back, so we can make plays on offense or score on defense. So whenever I get a chance to look at the quarterback and read his eyes, I'm gonna take fully advantage of it.
Well, and he's got some veteran leadership back there. Of a guy it's supposed to be a big part. Like, you could argue, well, Darby was supposed to bring that, or Darius Williams, or Shaq Griffin. Well, I don't know, man. There's a little bit different feel around Jordan Lewis. Not a huge name, but certainly a productive player he probably has more career interceptions. I'm not looking at the numbers. Probably has more career interceptions than the rest of the Jaguars secondary combined. That's important. I don't know that for sure. Don't quote me on that, but I'm going to guess he's got, 15 or so career interceptions. And if you add up the cornerbacks, you start throwing in, Murray. I don't know how many he's picked up through the years, but the rest of the corners combined, understanding it's a bunch of young guys, but
he probably does. Jordan Lewis has 10 career interceptions.
Yeah, add up. What's Tyson Campbell at? We say he's got like 7. 6 or 7. Jarian Jones may have a couple. Montana, it'll be close. Point being, man, there's when he talks, you can listen. He's had success. He had one big year, didn't he? Have like 6 or 7 one year? Jordan Lewis, 5, or he had one year that was even more productive than others. But he's telling guys don't let the ball get over your heads. Limit the big plays. Loves the leadership of Foye. He thinks the Jags have a couple of beasts that are ready to be unleashed in Trayvon and Josh Allen. He's been working with Travis Hunter and grooming him along as well. And I'll tell you another guy who we didn't see much. He nursed a hamstring injury, but the possibility is there. The opening is there for playing time if this young guy will go take it. And that's Bashal Tutin, who now off the hamstring injury and given time to stack some practices back to back to back, he's, stacking some eye-opening moments here or there. And they've screamed some things at us. We've been late to maybe accepting them or digesting them, interpreting them correctly. But draft night, they screamed what they think about the running back situation when they drafted 2 guys. Not just 1, but 2. So we'll see what Tutin can make of that. All right, week by week, the best of the college football season that is rapidly emerging upon us. And news and notes from the NFL, a football fix, all that and more. It's a GFL Friday. That's Green for Life.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
This is Brent Musburger's VSiN Action Update on 1010XL. Brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Jacksonville Jaguars open up the preseason at home with the Pittsburgh Steelers tomorrow. The Jaguars starters will play, including quarterback Trevor Lawrence. And Jacksonville head coach Liam Cohen says Travis Hunter will play both ways at wide receiver and cornerback. The Pittsburgh Steelers will not have Aaron Rodgers or DK Metcalf on the field tomorrow. Jaguars 4.5-point favorites over the Steelers, 35.5 the total. Tampa Bay Buccaneers a 3-point home dog to the Tennessee Titans at Raymond James Stadium tomorrow. Braves today minus 108 at home with the Marlins, while the Rays are plus 109 at the Mariners. With your action update, Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
a clogged drain that just won't quit? It's time to bring in the pros. Duck Duck Rooter.
I called Duck Duck Rooter for a clogged kitchen drain. They showed up fast and had it cleared in no time. No mess, no stress.
We've seen it all. Grease clogs, hairballs, mystery goo from the deep. Whatever's blocking your pipes, we'll get it flowing again. Call 904-862-6769 now to schedule your drain cleaning service. That's 904-862-6769 or online at duckduckrooter.com. When you're stuck, call the duck.
They were right. It could have waited. I can't believe it happened to me. Reaching to check my phone. Now my family has to hear that I'm never coming home again.
Officer?
I'm so sorry. I have some very sad news to share with you.
Every day, 9 people on Florida roadways don't make it home. I was one of the people that didn't make it home.
Ride with Do Not Disturb. Every trip, every time. Let's get everyone home safely. A message from Florida Department of Transportation, Target Zero. For more information, visit targetzerofl.com.
When storms start to crop up in the Atlantic or Gulf this time of year, having a solid plan to handle anything that sweeps through the First Coast is very important. That's where American Electrical comes in. Ensure your home's safety and comfort with an American Electrical home generator. As the area's leading home generator dealer and installer, American Electrical can offer you easy installation, simple maintenance, and peace of mind. Schedule an assessment by simply calling the team at American Electrical. They'll walk you through the best generator for your home or business. Log on, american-electrical.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, boaters and landlubbers, friends, four-legged and two, this is Lisa the Botanista with a huge announcement. Freedom Boat Club is opening a brand new 4th location. That's right, Freedom Boat Club St. Augustine Shipyard is now open. Now members can enjoy unlimited access at Julington Creek, Jacksonville Beach, St. Augustine Comanche Cove, and St. Augustine Shipyard. Freedom Boat Club members also enjoy reciprocal access to over 400 locations across the world. There's never been a better time to join. We are offering our biggest discount ever to celebrate our brand new location. We own and maintain an entire fleet of boats. Join the club, and as often as you like, you can do water sports, inshore fishing, offshore fishing, sandbar hopping, dining on the water, or just cruising around town. Visit us at the St. Augustine Shipyard or stop by any of our locations to see what the Boat-Cierge experience is all about. Visit us at freedomboatclub.com.
The 2025 NFL season is just around the corner, and we can't wait for you to be back at the bank. Your Jacksonville Jaguars are starting off the preseason going head-to-head with the Pittsburgh Steelers Saturday, August 9th. Be at the bank as the Jags take the field for the first time this season and grab your tickets for a 7 p.m. kickoff by going to jaguars.com/tickets or call 904-633-2000. We'll see you soon, Jags fans.
Ready to add some value to your day? The everyday deals at Sonny's have got you covered. Right now, you can get the pork big deal for $10, the pork and rib combo for $12, all you can eat ribs for $19.99, and our new loaded barbecue potato for $11. Available all day, every day. And that's why it's always Sonny's here. Sonny's Barbecue, local pitmasters since '68.
Say goodbye to glasses and contacts with customized vision treatments at Bowden Eye & Associates. Hey, Hicken here. Dr. Bowden and his expert team bring you all the latest options like Evo implantable Caliber lenses, refractive lens exchange, or traditional LASIK. Tailored just for you. Imagine waking up to clear vision. No hassle, no fuss. You ready to see the difference? Call now or visit BowdenEye.com for a free screening. Bowden Eye & Associates, keeping the First Coast focused.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Definitely. I mean, we can all say, it's a new vibe, it's new. But at the end of the day, I feel like we feel the energy, we feel the urgency of where we're trying to take this and where we're trying to go. And guys are embracing that. And you say have fun. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. It's football. It's a game. If we're not out here having fun, we're not going to be able to go out there and execute on Sunday.
That's Parker Washington. We were talking about guys who have certainly had their moments of flash, and Washington trying to emerge as, a role as a veteran. I would say probably third receiver here or somewhere for the next 8-10 years. And we'll find out if that emergence. Games like Saturday seem to be made for players like Parker Washington. right? That first couple, they get out, and suddenly you're that main dude who's got a couple years experience. Often there's a, undrafted rookie free agent across from you. Also an advantage here when it comes time for the backup to go in, just don't forget with Mullen's a guy that's been in this system everywhere. And it came from Minnesota, where Grant Udinski is the offensive coordinator. So, yeah, there's a lot of familiarity there. Steelers are sitting a bunch of guys. Liam Cohen, if you missed it, said he's pretty much going to play everybody. But certainly the further down the roster you are, the more playing time you can expect to see on Saturday night. We got more NFL news coming up for you here in just a second with Football Fix. But I've been promising, like we've talked so much about week one of the college football season and the debate that college football fans versus NFL fans can have. I can remember Hicken and I've had this conversation with Pete Prisco for a lot of years. And it's a valid argument that in the NFL, you got 2 or 3 just heavyweight, can't miss matchups every week. And college football hasn't always offered us that. It can have weeks where it's unbelievable, but consistently week in and week out, you get more than a handful, of really good games. And don't forget, you got 100 and some available on the schedule. All right, so week one, Texas, Ohio State, Alabama, FSU, LSU, Clemson, which is actually kind of week 2. Week 3, you've got Florida at LSU, Georgia at Tennessee, Clemson at Georgia Tech, Texas A&M at Notre Dame. Yeah, this isn't going exactly week by week. Some of the better weeks, though. Week 7, Georgia at Auburn, South Carolina at LSU, Oklahoma at Texas. These are all conference games by this stage. So Florida at Texas A&M, Ohio State at Illinois. Florida, Georgia week is also Oklahoma, Tennessee, Penn State, Ohio State. Wow. Texas A&M, Texas back on the schedule. Obviously in the SEC, that's week 14. Alabama, Auburn, Clemson, South Carolina, Ohio State, Michigan. Earlier, they've kind of put it in a different tier, so we can still bounce back. Each week has its a slate of marquee games. Week 2, Michigan, Oklahoma. Week 4, Florida, Miami, Michigan, Nebraska. Week 5, Alabama, Georgia, LSU, Ole Miss, Oregon, Penn State. Week 8, Tennessee, Bama, Ole Miss, Georgia, SMU, Clemson. UNLV, Boise. Don't forget the battle for that, to grab that Power 5 slot. You all remember who's at UNLV, don't you? You know who's at UNLV, the head coach there, E.T.?
No, who's
Dan Mullen.
Oh.
Yeah, Dan Mullen, who has probably a better chance to make the playoff there at UNLV than he would had he gone to any of these 4th or 5th best options in some of the bigger conference if perhaps they came calling. Fire up the band. We got a football fix. Let me give you some news and notes from around the NFL. 3 preseason games last night. What do you know? Anthony Richardson banged up again. Fractured a pinky on his right hand. That's his throwing hand. Had to leave the game last night. So who knows how long that will delay his progress. Bengals said they were going to play Joe Burrow and the starters, and boy, did the starters and Joe Burrow play. 9 for 10, 120 yards, 2 scores. Jamar Chase had one of them. Eagles came back and won the game without Saquon Barkley, without Jalen Hurts. Different ways to approach it. I mentioned Liam Cohen saying everybody's playing here. Mike Tomlin basically said, if you've ever sniffed a Pro Bowl for us and you're on our team, you're not playing. So no Jalen Ramsey, no DK Metcalf, no Aaron Rodgers, and it was a long list. Patrick Queen was another. Also last night, a inauspicious slow start for Ashton Genty. 3 carries, -1 yard. In a Raiders loss to Seattle. One of the storylines there is homecoming for Pete Carroll and Geno Smith, and Seattle made it a rude one. Those guys know how tough it can be to play there, that's for sure. Did you happen to notice, was there a story at all about the kind of reception that Pete Carroll got there?
I was looking for one, but I didn't see it.
Yeah, nothing really of any consequence. The NFL preseason schedule is now upon us in full. Games tonight, Lions and Falcons. Browns and Panthers, that's on NFL Network. That's Shedeur Sanders, don't forget. There's kind of an interesting storyline you can find in all these games, especially early. Especially early. Or maybe you have a favorite player who's moved on from your favorite college team. Check out how he does. Commanders, Patriots, who got into a little scrum this week in their dual workout, so we'll see how that goes. Terrible news for the Chargers yesterday. Terrible news. Rashawn Slater just got a big deal, contract extension, a week and a half ago. Tears his patellar tendon. He will be out for the season. So done for the year on that offensive line. A gruesome knee injury for the Ravens last night. It's not so much the player. I mean, who knows if he was even in line to make the team, but just a really bad torn ligament for Ravens corner Bilal Cohn. Happened last night in their preseason win. He's a rookie 6th round pick. That's Football Fix. You're welcome. Brought to you by Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin and the home course, the Jewel and Hickory Golf Club. It can arrive and more come your way next. It's a GFL Friday.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. It's a new season.
I like where this team's headed.
A new era.
The fan base has been great.
A new hope.
We're all here to win.
Yes! This is where the dream begins. The Pittsburgh Steelers, Saturday at 7 on 1010XL.
Summer's winding down, and Jenkins Hyundai of Jacksonville has great deals. Cruise on the roadways and highways in a stylish new Tucson, pack the family into a spacious Santa Fe, or explore our selection of quality pre-owned vehicles. Find hot deals on Hyundais. Backed by our exclusive nationwide lifetime warranty, Jenkins Hyundai of Jacksonville.com. Visit us on Atlantic Boulevard. For all life's journeys, Jenkins Hyundai of Jacksonville is here. Welcome to the family. See dealer for details.
Have you got concrete or asphalt rubble piling up? Arcosa Crushed Concrete will pay you for it and recycle it. They're just minutes from Everbank Stadium on Talleyrand. Call Arcosa Crushed Concrete and get paid for what you don't need. ArcosaCrushedConcrete.com.
I'm Hacker, and I'll get you more Gator Chomps during the Gator Bites podcast presented by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. New episodes drop every Friday. Get Gator Bites where you find podcasts and at 1010XL.com.
PRP treatment is kind of the thing these days, and in many cases, it eliminates the need for surgery. This is Sheridan Tootin, and my experience with PRP from Southeast Orthopedic Specialists has been nothing short of great. I'm really feeling much better now. Ask your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist doctor about PRP treatment.
This is Dr. Kevin Murphy with Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, where athletes are treated like pros.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
The flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Florida Home AC, the official AC partner of the Jaguars. Make them your AC partner. With honest cost estimates before they start the work with no hidden fees. Call 777-4300 for Florida Home AC.
Maxed out on credit card, struggling with high interest debt? You could pay it all off in days with Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan. Hey, it's Prosser here. Get cash out now without touching your low-rate first mortgage. No appraisals, no waiting, no BS. The Rapid Equity Loan Program at Loan Pronto is amazing. One Loan Pronto client just got $300,000 approved in under 24 hours. They paid off debt, renovated their kitchen, and cut their monthly expenses by $1,800. That's a huge turnaround. Instant approvals, low rates, no hard credit pull up front. That's Loan Pronto. Listen, your home equity is yours. Use it. Get cash to consolidate your debt down to one easy, low monthly payment. Call Loan Pronto now for a free instant appraisal for your home and see how much cash you can get today. Loan Pronto is an A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau and have nearly 2,500 5-star Google reviews. Call now and start the conversation. Go to loanpronto.com or call 999-1508. That's loanpronto.com.
Life is just so busy this time of year. Between work, the kids' games, family vacations, I need a yard hero to free up my weekends.
You mean somebody who does mowing and trimming?
Yeah.
How about mosquito control?
Yeah.
What about irrigation and pet waste removal?
You do that too? You're my lawn hero.
Find your lawn hero at heroeslawncare.com. Heroes Lawn Care, because every lawn needs a hero.
Are you ready to reclaim your backyard? Serving Northeast Florida since 1977, Surfside Pools is the trusted name for expert pool design. Family owned and operated, they offer pool service, equipment repairs, commercial maintenance, remodels, and new pool construction. Let Surfside Pools transform your backyard into the oasis that you crave. Are you ready to float happy? Visit surfsidepools.net or call 246-2666. Surfside Pools and Spas, where luxury meets leisure.
License number CPC 044080.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update brought to you by Kuhn Flowers. The Jaguars host the Steelers this Saturday at 7 p.m. in their preseason opener at Everbank Stadium. Heads up, Jag fans. Full capacity's back, but with ongoing renovations, ground level no longer connects gate to gate. General admission, stick to the main course for full stadium access. At your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, I'm Sam Nelson.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
This is how we do.
It's Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the
Oh, you know it! Sweet Friday! Bring the emotion, please. Hey! Ho! Hey, ho! Take it Friday. It's a football Friday.
Got jersey on.
All the way now. They're all here. Football Fridays. Yeah. Oh, lift your spirit. The game we love is back, baby. Yeah, kick it. E. Oh, no, E. I'm thinking it. I love it. One more time.
What a Friday we have planned. Big one.
Oh, yeah.
Big weekend.
Sweet Friday. Good to be here. Good to be with y'all. Ready to roll. Ready to have a good time.
We have a little bit of a.
Ready to have lunch with Fred.
We have a little bit of a controversy.
What do we got?
Well, the official memos have been leaked. You know, we put together a plan. You know, it's with great care that we have a nice event planned and scheduled. But I guess it was leaked online. Apparently, the official program for today's show.
Today's show for the luncheon.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, it kind of. I mean, did you see this?
No. Oh dear.
Yeah. I mean, apparently everyone knows now. The chick's up. I mean,
part one and part two.
Yeah. I mean, there it is.
Wow.
I guess this is what we're handing out when we get there. Should I show this on the? This is pumping up the YouTube. portion.
Wow.
Yeah. Apparently, this is our official program for today's conversation with Fred. Luncheon
That's
over
exciting,
at
man.
This is it right here.
All right.
Can I read that? Your face is in the way.
Get my face out of the way. Hold on.
I can read it for him. The drill.
Okay. The drill.
Lunch with Fred.
Lunch with Fred. Official program.
Part one.
Part one. Start up.
Part two.
Part two.
Finish. There we go.
That's it. That's simple. Oh, wow.
What you can look forward to.
Okay.
It's the in-between, buddy. It's like they say at the cemetery. It's what lies in that dash.
What time do the doors open over at the Alhambra?
11 a.m. 11 a.m. We let them in. They get their table assignments. They sit down. You're going to sit down with your feet on the floor. You're going to pay attention. We've got important things to share with you.
Well, I'll tell you what.
He's going to be out there. He's going to be out there with a fly swatter. He's going to be cracking some knuckles if we.
I think one of the surprises that we have.
Which is?
If you're coming to the luncheon, I think we're giving away. It's sort of the kickoff to football season.
Okay.
I think we're giving away. Tickets to tomorrow's game.
A numerous pair.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Yeah.
So if you took advantage and you got signed up and your name's on the list,
we'll play trivia for that because I love trivia.
Yeah, we'll have a good time. Basically,
say no kind and courteous.
I mean, what are they expecting? They expect basically a live.
Are we doing
version of the
fireballs
drill.
live?
Yeah, there is alcohol being served. No,
I don't think
nobody knows. No,
I don't think there's.
Why not?
If you eat alcohol,
because
is always
liability.
You guys want me to ruffle some feathers over there, Googans? Are you showing up for happy hour? Because I'm not afraid, man.
Yeah.
If you know anything about alcohol.
My buddy Legend lives right around the corner out there. If I just got to go take a siesta, I'm not scared.
Oh, wow.
The Bay ain't too far from there, too, right?
Yeah.
He's not too far.
Yeah, but Hick doesn't drink, so it doesn't matter.
I mean,
you know,
but I could
get buzzing on that Diet Coke with to settle him down, bouncing off the walls. It'll be fun to talk to Fred about a lot of different issues.
Yeah. Yes.
And other than that, we'll just kind of kick around our thoughts. Kind of a live version of the drill. You can see the intense, preparation and intensity that, you'll feel the energy coming off of us off the stage.
It'll be intense. It'll be intense. It'll be fun. We'll have a good time and looking forward to it. And that's coming up.
How you doing today? What's up?
I'm good. I'm
good. Nice.
I have to sneeze.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, you got squeezing a little golf yesterday with my son, so that was cool. But
yeah, I played a little yesterday on the home course. Late start with the rain, but we got it in.
Worked out nicely, so that was fun. And otherwise, everything is good, man. The Mets didn't play, so I'm happy.
Where's your next series?
Milwaukee.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
The Braves expertly playing the role of spoiler last night. Take that, fish.
That was good. Enjoyed that.
Reminder of
You got like a 5-game set with them.
Good. Come on.
Oh, wow.
Fish fry, we like to call that.
So, yeah, you got that. And then we got football. I watched Anthony. Oh, gosh.
It's amazing.
It's just
peanut brittle, dude. The guy, it just made out of peanut brittle. It's always something. It's always something. He'll come back, and you know what? He'll fracture his sternum. I mean, it is always something.
It's unbelievable.
So advantage Daniel Jones.
Anthony Richardson.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he should have picked that up. Looked like he should have.
Well, I was watching somebody. Watching somebody. Detail diagram the play, and they said, "Yeah, it's an easy pickup." That's what they say.
Yeah, I don't know either, but whatever. It is what he dislocated, or his pinky finger on his throwing hand was pointing the wrong way.
Yeah,
which is better than the leg being pointed the wrong way, which happened to the poor Ravens kid.
Oof.
And
I hate those.
But I saw two things with the Ravens. They got a backup running back who's back and healthy now. That kid was flashing a couple years ago. That Keaton Mitchell is his name.
Yeah, I don't need that. Some people have them on the fantasy radar, in the late rounds.
Yeah.
They don't need him flashing like that. But that's the word that he is like on the,
Yeah.
They're coming. Justice Hill's got some of that same explosion, man. They got a lot behind
They have
Henry.
one of Dion's kids return the punt for 87 yards. A little fast guy that they had out.
Oh, you mean a Colorado kid,
Boulder,
not one of the Sanders. Okay.
No. So there was that. So that, again, to me, I'll tell you boys this right now.
Oh, tell me.
I would pick the Ravens right now for the Super Bowl.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's quick. I hope it didn't have anything to do with last night. Or last night was just a reminder of what they have.
I've said this, been saying this all camp. I just think they're loaded. I think who they added. I think who they added on their, and then of course who they added on the defensive side of the ball.
Remind folks what they did there.
Well, the corner they got from Green Bay. They just got players everywhere, man.
Jair Alexander.
Yeah, you go look at
Have they lost the preseason game yet?
Yeah, they ended up losing like the last one last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
they did. They finally.
Thinking about that last.
Did Lamar play at all?
No. Didn't even dress out.
Different. It's so funny. Different ways teams do it. We'll see it here.
Joe Burrow played. He was awesome, and then they lost.
Chase played also.
Yeah,
but
quick start, Cincinnati.
We're going to see that in a lot of games. I mean, last night Joe Burrow's playing. Jalen Hurts, looks like he's going to a party. He's got his hat on backwards. His sweats on. We'll see it here Saturday night. Trevor Lawrence is going to play. Liam Cohen says they're all playing. And Mike Tomlin ruled everyone from Mean Joe Green to Le'Veon Bell out.
You know what the degenerate did once he got word of that?
You went ahead and bet the Jags?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You have to.
All right.
It's just smart.
All right.
But yeah, back to the Ravens real quick.
Maybe the first quarter, first half would be a better bet than overall because they do have Rudolph. And
Absolutely. Okay, so again, Derrick Henry looks great. Mm-hmm. You have Lamar Jackson's coming off his best year. Mm-hmm. And we're talking regular season again, but can they get to the top? Can they get to the promised land? Maybe this is their year. I don't know. You keep going and eventually get through.
I think
Zay Flowers, Bateman, Hopkins, those are good guys. Those are tight end, 2 tight ends. Likely he's out right now, but he'll be back. Their O-line, they got that Linderbaum at center. Ronnie Stanley's still around. Voorhees.
They're real.
Falala. They got players, man. And then you add in, on each level, they got bad A's, man. They got that Matabwike kid who's, inside guy who gets sacks.
They got Roquan Smith and Kyle Van Noy at the next level. Yeah. And then they got Kyle Hamilton, Nate Wiggins, Malachi Starks, Jair Alexander, Marlon Humphrey in the back. Yeah. I mean, that's as good as a defensive back.
The only, and it's not a disclaimer per se, that wouldn't be the right word, but the only thing I would say is if you win and you looked at the Ravens last year, we would be ticking off these same attributes.
Yeah, and they were good last year.
They were very good.
Yeah.
You bet they were.
Yeah.
The Ravens blew it 2 years ago when they got the Chiefs at home in the AFC Championship game.
Yeah.
Last year,
they had to go to Buffalo.
Last year, they kind of got the Bills treatment, but they kind of got what the Bills get at Kansas City.
I don't understand why the Bills are the most the betting favorite to get to the Super Bowl.
The Bills
I like
Ravens.
the Bills a lot. I would root for the Bills over the Ravens. I just think the Ravens are really good.
I think that.
And then I wish, why can't we be like that?
I think that I'm going to ask y'all a question. This is a hard one.
Okay.
And I wonder if there's not this belief, at least in Vegas, when you say that. I think that, and it's a slight difference because we're talking about two of the best 3 or 4 in the whole league.
Right.
But I think there's a slight edge in belief that Josh Allen can go win you a game by himself more than that same belief in Lamar.
Okay.
And part of the reason is because he's done it. He's gotten the ball with his team down and driven all the way down the field to supposedly win the game, only to watch the defense blow it.
Yeah.
You know, he can beat you with in the game-ending time. Lamar's not going for 80. We can agree. His scrambling ability, his running ability is still going to come and play. He's going to sprint for 12 and get a first down. Those are the kind of runs that Josh Allen also makes. And he can, burl his way. He can power his way. And then he's obviously emerged as a top passer.
I can agree.
Just a little. That's a tiny one now.
It's not a huge margin, but
it's the physicality.
Correct.
It's that physicality gives them just a little bit more of a belief that he can carry your team.
The next time you see Buffalo Tom, I want you to ask him a question.
Okay, he's listening right now. He'll text me the answer.
Okay. And he may have done it before. I've brought it up on this show before.
He told me yesterday, by the way, they're going undefeated and going to the Super Bowl.
Has Josh Allen supplanted Jim Kelly?
I'll ask him that.
As Buffalo's favorite son. I think he has.
That's come up.
I think so too.
Well, this generation would say
Jim
that.
Kelly's beloved out.
Yeah,
I believe it.
Yeah.
This generation, that's certainly going to be a battle. I got to think that people, 40 and over, they can, he took them to 4 straight Super Bowls. The Bills were a sad sack franchise for a lot.
I watched, yesterday, I saw some video of Josh Allen, and he met this dude a couple weeks ago. I don't know what.
He's I love
young
Josh
guy
Allen.
afflicted with something, and they were talking about golf. So he was at practice yesterday, and Josh Allen went up to him and said, "Hey, man, I got 2 tickets to the Ryder Cup if you want to go." Yeah.
You could only be so lucky as a fan base for Josh Allen to be your quarterback.
Correct.
He checks every box.
And he's
a great player. He's great with the media. Seems like a nice, happy-go-lucky kid.
Married to a movie star.
Nice to everybody he comes across, and just one hell of a football player. I mean, could have played in any era.
Yeah.
He gives you like Buffalo. He's a Buffalo quarterback.
He is a Buffalo.
And by the way, what he means to Buffalo, Lamar means to Baltimore.
Yes.
Lamar is beloved in Baltimore. Those
kids love. Yes. Same thing.
So and then you have you have Joe Burrow in Cincinnati, and obviously you have Patrick. And all accounts in Kansas City the Chiefs are just Mahomes is just like on a mission this year. And it's amazing. Again, you would have thought they went 8-9 last year and missed the playoffs. The way that people talk about the Kansas City Chiefs. And these guys are, and they got this Chiefs Kingdom dropping next week on ESPN, and you got Andy Reid crying after losing the game, and Mahomes saying, turn the cameras off at some point, and these ultra competitive so-and-sos.
Oh, they got a chip on their shoulder.
They've built this chip that's really not there, but they've done it anyway.
They built a chip on their shoulder the year they repeated as Super Bowl champs. That was annoying.
The Jordan effect.
Yeah, it is annoying. It is annoying, but you know what?
Everybody's against us.
Yeah.
They all doubted us.
Yeah, Kelsey was the one on that, idiot. But they make it work, dude. And so, oh boy. Those teams are all coming.
They've already, and by the way, it's not just they're hinting at it. Like you've heard, like Mahomes has publicly said, Operation Light Up is going to commence. Time to start throwing it a little bit more.
Yeah.
By the way, we're not turning around and handing it off to some superstar running back either.
Correct.
I mean, I got a bunch of guys here. It's time for me to go throw it around.
Correct. I'm taking over.
By the way, I can also rumble for some yards if necessary.
Right.
We've learned that.
No, I'm going. If I were gonna, if I really, I'm not a long-term degenerate. Like I don't like to bet things, but I would pick Mahomes to win the MVP.
Okay, just for just a second. Patch, I'm going to name top quarterbacks in the NFL. Stop me when I've got somebody who shouldn't be included. Mahomes, Lamar, Josh Allen,
Burrow.
Joe Burrow. What do they all have in common? Those are the 4 top quarterbacks in the NFL. They probably have a lot in common. They all play in the AFC.
Oh yeah.
So again, that just makes it. It's kind of like when Fred was chasing season-to-season glory.
Yeah.
In an era where there was 14 AFC running backs that one of them would throw in a 1,900-yard season.
Well, real quick, our Dream Finders Homes poll question of the day. Do you agree with Liam Cohen's decision to play his starter Saturday night versus the Steelers? We have over 300 votes. Brought to you by our friends at Dream Finders Homes, the official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Right now, you can get locked into a fixed 4.99% interest rate on select move-in ready homes, 15 different locations.
15 of them things.
Thank you, E. Just go to dreamfindershomes.com. Tell them Dream Finders Danny sent you. Here are your choices. Absolutely need the work. Betting Jags to cover. Hold my breath the whole time. Or now I'm going to go to the game. Those are your 4 choices. Absolutely need the work. Betting Jags to cover. Hold my breath the whole time. Now I'm going to the game. Very odd results, if you ask me. What say you two?
I think the answer is you're a 4-13 football team. If you got a chance to work, you need the work. Okay. So I would go absolutely need the work.
That's the one. 78%. E, what say you?
I'm just right there with that 78%.
Yeah.
We won 4 games last
20% say hold my breath the whole time. The other 2 are just getting 1% of the vote. You can.
I understand the hold my breath too. I mean, it would be devastating if we come out of the game tonight and Josh Hines Allen's lost for the year, or tomorrow night, or Trevor, or Travis Hunter, or anyone else. Interesting though, also in what Liam Cohen has said in the last couple of days, that everyone's playing. We're going to see Travis Hunter play both sides. Going to get this and take advantage.
Yeah,
you're not surprising anyone in doing it. Let's just see how that plays out.
This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Downtime with Dan is serviced by the local family-owned company for home comfort and your statewide mechanical partner for the biggest projects, Lloyd's Heating and Air.
You knew it was coming. And you just hope it's not your team. And it's not your team unless your team is the LA Chargers. And the LA Chargers lost a very important piece. Football's a team game. One person does not make it or break it unless it's a quarterback. It wasn't the quarterback, but it is their Pro Bowl left tackle. Rashawn Slater is out. Ruptured his patellar tendon in practice Thursday. He done. He gone. He out for the year. That is just such a bummer for everybody. Everybody. And they knew right away. Football's a physical game. Guys get hurt, and it's going to happen again during training camp. And you just keep hoping you dodge those bullets, man. But Rashawn Slater and the Chargers did not dodge it, and he's done.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios, he's our Big Mac.
Woo! It's Smash Mouth football, baby!
Tom McManus brings his big opinions to Jaguars Today.
Every Friday morning at 10 a.m. on 1010 XL.
Protected by Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors.
Hey, Icken here for my friends at ITP Partners as we face these interesting economic times with the Dow shooting up, shooting down, these tariffs. You know, sometimes we get a little nervous. I don't because my money's in good hands with ITP Partners. I trust those guys with their experience, their expertise, their knowledge. I trust Reed Wingate and Janice Cobb and Dan Abel and Reagan Wright, Jeff Hartman, and call Chris Bryan if I have any questions. He's got all the answers for me. And they put it in layman's terms so even I, the sports guy, can understand it. And they'll sit down with you, man. They'll go over things, and they'll meet with you whenever you'd like, by the way. Once you're in, you know. You can call them, you can go see them, do whatever you want. They take care of one of your most precious things, your money, man. And they take great care of it. And I look forward to checking my portfolio, if you will. They'll build strategies where your goals become their priority. Get in the game, guys. Call Chris Bryan, 312-9751, 312-9751.
Jeff Prosser here for Lloyd's Heating and Air. Need a leader for commercial, retail, multifamily, or hospitality projects? Or top-tier residential service? No gimmicks, no mascots, just real expertise and hard work. As your trusted statewide mechanical partner and local family-owned team, Lloyd's is the name Northeast Florida counts on. Visit LloydsHeatingandAir.com. Lloyd's Heating and Air, keeping you comfortable in every season.
When you buy online, you really cannot tell because you're not looking at the stone. So it's impossible to buy a stone online that you can really see everything about it. You have to buy a diamond in person.
That's John Lupo at Beard's Diamonds, who says one big mistake is trying to buy a diamond online. Because each diamond is unique, you need to examine it for yourself.
Otherwise, you can get fooled, you can get tricked, and that's not a good thing when you're spending thousands of dollars.
At Beard's, John's son Ben says they give each customer the ability to compare multiple diamonds in their price range. Not just on paper, but up close inside and outside.
Go outside in the natural daylight. That's the best test to be able to see the exact color in the stone, see the brilliance in the stone, and the fire and the scintillation, which is very, very important.
People want to know what they're spending this money on, and they also want to be protected.
That's why Beard's takes it a step farther with a money-back guarantee and a trade-up policy that guarantees you will always get what you paid when you upgrade. Buy with confidence at locally owned Beard's Diamonds in St. John's Town Center.
You can't go inside your home team's locker room, so Jags beat reporter Hayes Carline goes there for you.
Work on three, work on three, 1, 2, 3, fire!
Hayes Carline here. Find my blog at 1010xl.com.
Brought to you by Roland Reach Plumbing, where quality and experience count.
Prosser here for Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. Football season finally upon us, and with that comes cooler weather. If you've been wanting to upgrade your outdoor living space, you should call the experts at Lifetime Enclosures now. From glass lanais to screened-in enclosures, Lifetime Enclosures and Flooring is the best in the business, so give them a call today. Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. Showroom just off Phillips Highway. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
E to the T here, and Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find the scratch kitchen that comes through in the clutch every day, from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar. Come on, somebody.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Transmission troubles? I'm Robin Sidbury, owner of Action Transmission Specialist on Merrill Road. So come in and see how we can help solve your transmission troubles. We service all makes and models. Remember, get traction. Call Action at 744-0755.
Yo, what's happening, Googans? It's your main man, E.T. here. And if you're looking for good food, outdoors fun, and plenty to do, well, my old stomping ground over there in Clay County is the place to be. Check out Clay's diverse local restaurants. They have barbecue, seafood, and Latin restaurants that hit the spot. Outdoorsy? Well, paddle along scenic waterways, cast a line, or hit trails. And the events, there's always something to do. I just hit up Food Truck Friday and it was off the chain. Check out ExploreClay.com to plan your next adventure. And when you do, make sure you hashtag ExploreClay on social.
Reclaim a pain-free life with Rebound Rehab. If you've been injured or simply feeling the effects of an active life, you can rely on Rebound Rehabilitation to get you back in the game. Sitting on the sidelines isn't any fun. Trust Rebound Rehab's team of trained physical therapists to get you back up to speed and feeling full again. Now more convenient than ever. 11 locations to serve you, including new offices in Riverside across from St. Vincent's, Point Meadows, and Middleburg. Just log on to reboundrehab.com to see all they've got to offer.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555, Jacksonville. And now, let's light up the Firehouse Subs 10-minute drill.
Hit it! Yeah! We got sports concepts. We got sports rationalizations. We call it the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, we like to hand out a prize pack.
I can only think of one thing and one thing only, though,
What's
when I think
that?
of what the razzle-dazzle is. 2 words come to mind.
Oh, yeah?
Dirty knobs.
Dirty Knobs. It's a hot ticket.
Campbell and the Dirty Knobs.
Mike Campbell and Dirty Knobs coming to Jacksonville on
Heck
August
yeah.
14th, and you have a chance to win a pair of tickets. All you got to do is hit me up at the end of the 10-minute drill. Come on, somebody.
I love the Dirty Knobs.
When is that show?
August 14th.
Oh, when is that? Is that this weekend?
No. Next week.
Next weekend.
Next Thursday. You need to take Friday off if you're going to see Mike Campbell and the Dirty Knobs. I'll tell you that right now. Don't plan on going to work Friday if you're going to see the Dirty Knobs on
Maybe
Thursday night.
You may be unemployed. I'm just saying. I'm not saying you are for sure, but
Yeah. That's the way I look at it. I've liked these. We got all 136 FBS teams in tiers, and we got Tier 1A, a great matchup for Week 1 and or the championship game, Ohio State and Texas. Man, they love those two teams. They got new quarterbacks. I don't know. Tier 1B, Georgia, Oregon, Penn State. Oh gosh, Penn State, you have to take it. You got all these teams got new quarterbacks except Penn State. Penn State, you got to take advantage, man.
yeah. And if you were offered Penn State or the field right now, you'd take the field. You'd run to the window
100%.
as fast as you could get there.
Tier 2 playoff expectations, 6 teams: Alabama, Clemson, Miami, Michigan, Notre Dame, and LSU.
Michigan's getting a lot of love.
Yeah.
Man. Now they got that freshman quarterback.
Well, he's
maybe
a freshman
flash,
quarterback,
but still,
man. I mean,
and Michigan typically hasn't had the year-to-year staying power of Ohio State.
Yeah. Tier 3, someone in the SEC has to lose games too. 6 teams: Florida, Oklahoma, Ole Miss, South Carolina, Tennessee, Texas A&M.
That's fair. That's a fair bag to shake up and hope to get one out of, because it may not play out this way, but man, Alabama, Georgia, Texas, and in some cases LSU are all heavy favorites to make it in.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not LSU. I want to know what they're going to do with 3-loss Texas. Do you get this is where the gravitas of being number one and in top of everyone's polls and all the excitement, all the attention. This is where it can help you. If Texas could very, very easily have a 9-3 year. They got to play at Ohio State. They got to play at Florida. They got to play at Georgia.
By the way, that wouldn't be a bad year.
It would not. Is it worthy of a top 12 year of a playoff spot? Listen, I'm not saying that I wouldn't argue that it was.
Like, I don't know enough about Texas. Like, are they chock full of, or are they just Arch? Because we got Arch, we're going to be better than we were last year.
No, they've got. I don't have the names in front of me. But if you look at like top 100 or by position or by position group, Florida showed very well. They're deep across the board.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not looking at the personnel per se. I'm just going by the recollections of going through all these PFF offseason polls. And Florida's shown very well in those. In fact, Florida was ahead of Texas in the O-line, D-line in one, but they were behind. Texas may have the number one D-line.
Okay.
In fact, during the rank. But no, I don't know we'll know the names here in a couple months, but the word going into the season is that they're very deep. And it's not just Arch, because that would be a lot to count on.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Man.
But here's the question. Let me ask you right now. We're sitting here. I'm going to tell you the situation, the scenario, and you tell me what you do.
Mm-hmm. What do you do?
Texas loses an overtime game at Georgia. No, let's start from the beginning. Texas goes to Ohio State and they lose by a touchdown. Great game. First game of the year.
No big deal.
No big deal. Then they go to Georgia and they lose in overtime to the Dogs.
Still no big deal.
Okay. Then they play Florida and, Arch has 4 picks and they lose 20-19.
Okay.
They end their season 9-3, which will now still
get in.
Okay.
Probably.
I'm gonna narrow it down to 2 teams though, instead of pondering the whole field.
They got a heck of a linebacker. He's a mock draft what's his name? Hill is his last name.
Okay.
Anthony Hill.
Okay.
I remember him from last year. He's a good player. Go ahead.
So 9-3 Texas with those 3 losses.
Mm-hmm.
And the other team you're deciding with is 11-1, and their only loss was at Clemson.
Okay.
Who are you putting in the 12-team field? The second team, by the way, is North Carolina and Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
Who could very well be 11-1 with a far inferior team to Texas.
Yeah, I'd probably put in North Carolina.
Yeah, I know you would.
Probably would.
That's the diciness of it.
But you know what? I'll do it unapologetically. I mean, if again, depending on who Florida loses to, it's like, like when I was down talking to Spur Dog and Doring and Shane, they're all slam dunk 9-3. But listen, if Texas has 3 big games and they lost all 3 of those games, why should they get in?
Well, they will have had more than those 3 big games, and the argument would be they will have more quality wins than North Carolina will have.
Yeah.
They will have North Carolina's only hard quality game will have been a loss. I don't know what the
They're still in the SEC. It's kind of like, it's again, back to the NFL. You're in a division and one team in the division, the first place team plays a tougher schedule every year, right? And the last place team plays an easier schedule. And if the last place team comes in ahead of the first place team, the last place team gets in. The first place team has to hope it gets a wild card. And Texas falls to the mercy of hoping it gets a wild card. So
no, I mean, I look. There's logic on all sides of it,
and I understand.
To me, I get down to what happens to me at the end of the day. At the end of the day, when it's close.
Because if you say, "Well, who would win if they played head to head?"
I mean, I
get it, but then what's the point of having a damn regular season?
Well, the point of having a regular season is to play a top competition to the best of your ability.
Well, you got to win them.
At the end of the day, if you believe Texas,
because here's the thing. If Texas loses to Ohio State, forget by a touchdown. Let's say Ohio State beats them 42-17.
Well, that
you're still going to make the same argument. No, you would still make the same argument. Oh, yes, you would.
If they lose by 35 points,
no, because they'll play better, and then they'll lose to and they lost to Florida, and then they won 5 in a row, and they'll say they're playing as well as anybody right now in the country.
You can.
I'm just telling you. I know how this works.
I'm telling you that if Texas was 9-3 and had a 24-point loss outside of conference, and North Carolina was 11-1, I would put North Carolina over Texas in that particular situation.
You didn't want to put SMU in last year.
Because they didn't. But I can find teams that have way better wins than SMU.
Sure.
That matters. It should matter who you're beating as much as who you lost or how many you lost.
I know. We don't really know how the other teams are going to turn out, but
well, that's fair too. All right, let's take it. I got a good. I'm going to keep it in the college football motif for just a quick pop.
By the way, just so you know, Texas also plays San Jose State, UTEP, and Sam Houston.
Sure.
So,
right. I know. They're not. All their games aren't Florida, Georgia, Ohio State,
and their other games, by the way, are Arkansas. So what? Vandy, big deal. Mississippi State, don't care. Kentucky, whoopee. Oklahoma and Dallas is a big one, and Texas A&M to end the year. But other than that, so they would not have that impressive a victory if they'd lost all 3 of those games.
And again, it leaves you to the subjection is if North Carolina played that schedule, they'd go 6-6, and we all think that. And so then you have to you have to rectify in your own head how you're putting a team in that you really 100% of you thinks is not as good as the one that you're bypassing them for. And here's what they need to do, and ultimately we'll get to this. There'll be a standard. There'll be a way, a formula. It won't be left to just, we think this 8-4 team is better than that 10-2 team. There'll be divisions, but that we're years away from that. But that'll be coming.
641-1010. Come courteous, come correct, E.
A pair of tickets to see Mike Campbell and the Dirty Knobs at the Florida Theater August 14th. Come kind, come courteous, come correct. Dial 904-641-1010. Come on, somebody.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know before you blow. Go to knowbeforeyouBlow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
Jags fans, a new Everbank Performance account could be your ticket to London this October. The Everbank London Getaway Experience. One lucky winner and a guest get round-trip airfare, hotel accommodations, and tickets to see the Jags play in London. Everbank.com/London for official rules. No purchase necessary to enter or win. Open to legal residents of the United States and D.C. 18 and older. Everbank London Getaway sweeps entry period 7/28/25 to 9/5/25. Enter and get official rules and details at everbank.com/London.
Elbow pain, whether acute or chronic, can make it difficult to do normal activities like playing sports, doing household chores, or even sleeping comfortably. Dr. George Barr here, and no one wants to deal with pain without solutions on how to feel better. We've all heard of tennis and golfer's elbow, but there's plenty more that can cause pain, like osteoarthritis, muscle tears, and nerve entrapment. All are treatable at Barr Orthopedics. Getting you back to full health is our mission, and there's a number of different treatment options we can offer. Call us today or visit barrorthopedics.com.
Baloo here for Smoonez Vision. Why Smoonez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smoonez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smoonez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smoonez is fellowship-trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmoonezVision.com today. Care you can see.
Hello, this is Father Nicholas Lowe, and I want to talk to you about letting things roll off of your back. So often we can make big deals out of things that are not really big deals. We can allow them to steal the joy of our day. But let me remind you that don't allow anyone or anything to steal the joy of today. Go out today not letting little things steal the big things that God has in store for you.
For more inspiration, log on to stjohnthedivine.com.
Right now, they're on their way to disrupt your life, make you uncomfortable, and rob you. Don't bother calling the police. They can't help. That's right. Summer heat and humidity are about to attack North Florida again. You know what to do. Call Mike Merritt. Mike Merritt's Heating and Air has a license to chill. When heat and humidity are attacking you, Mike Merritt provides a comfortable chill at a bargain price. Mike has been keeping North Florida comfortable for 30 years. Mike Merritt technicians are never paid commissions, meaning you'll never be pressured to buy something you don't need. And Mike Merritt knows cooling issues can arise anytime. They don't just happen during business hours. So Mike Merritt never charges overtime fees. When you need us, we're here for you. Remember, in the fight against heat and humidity, Mike Merritt has a license to chill. Visit merrittair.com. Florida license number CACO 50384.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Falls into the
pop quiz. Talk about pop music.
Category of always a bridesmaid.
Oh dear.
I have in front of me the list of the 9 winningest college football programs without a national championship.
Oh.
By total victories. And just for example, just don't get it confused. Number 9 on the list has everyone on this list has over 700
wins,
program victories.
All right, I got to think about this now before.
Okay, yeah, you should.
Let me look at a list of teams. Okay, so it's longtime teams, and then have they ever won?
That's correct.
What's the most wins?
Florida has a 768, by the way, just so you know. Number 9 on the list here has 701, and number 1 on the list has more total wins than Florida even. They have 787, which is 20 more wins than the Gators, number 1 on the list. This is hard. I don't know if pop quiz was the right way to do this.
Hang on, let me guess a couple.
I'm going to take. Let me just give you a couple of small hints.
Hold on, let me guess a couple, and then you can give me hints.
I was just going to prepare the field by telling you that every one of these, save 2, every one of these teams that would be a current Power 4 team. There are 2 teams on the list that aren't Power 4 teams. That's it. Everyone else. And
What about, that's a lot of wins, but I don't know if they've won this. They may have won one, but I'm going to guess one here. I'm going to guess Wisconsin.
Wisconsin's number 3. 747 wins. They've reached number 1 in the poll just once in program history. That was 1952.
All right.
No wonder you love the Packers. Keep you warm in the winter.
Mm-hmm. What about...
I was surprised at number 1, although they're a good program. These are good, not great programs, as evidenced by the fact they've never tasted national title.
I don't know if these guys have won one, and this one's not a Power 4, so I could be wrong.
I think I know where you're going to go. I think it's the good call.
But I'm going to guess because they've been around a long time. They have Heisman Trophy winners, and they were once. And they're good now, but Navy.
Navy, good.
Navy.
Thought you were going to say the other one, which
Army has one.
Correct.
Yeah,
I thought you knew
Army
that.
had
I knew
one.
where you were going.
I wasn't sure about Navy.
Got a little nervous, and Air Force hasn't been a big enough winner to crack this list. I'll just go ahead and tell you.
700.
Navy is 8th. 715 program wins.
And there's another one like that.
There's the other one. If you really think about it, they have a lot of wins because they would be. I think this is this the cradle of coaches.
Miami of Ohio?
Yeah, Miami of Ohio. They're number 5. They've had Big Ben and others, but playing in the MAC all those years. They've been around a long time.
It is the
cradle of coaches, the Miami of Ohio?
Yeah.
The rest are Power 4s.
What about they've become a very good program, but they haven't won yet. They played for it though. And I don't know if they have 700 wins. I'm thinking of Oregon.
Ooh, that's a good one.
A lot of wins, though.
They haven't won?
I don't think they've won. But my bigger question...
The 700 wins.
We'll go Oregon. Game ends.
The game ends.
All right.
Perfectly described a program that I thought you were going to say.
Mm-hmm.
Oregon only has 640 total wins. You were perfectly describing the team that's number 2 on this list.
Okay.
And you may be describing the team that's number 1. I don't know if they've actually played for a national title. They may have been involved in a game like in the poll era where they could have won one.
Mm-hmm.
But the number 2 team on the list, it fits the exact same bill that you just described with Oregon, only they have played for a national title in a BCS game. In fact, they played against Florida State, Virginia Tech.
Oh, yeah.
Virginia Tech's a lot like Oregon. They're 7th. Let me go from bottom to top. Here we go. These are the teams with the most wins that do not have a national championship. Number 9, Boston College.
Okay.
701 wins. They claim the 1940 crown, but Minnesota is officially recognized. You said Navy at number 8, 715.
Right.
Missouri. Number 7 with a 721.
Okay.
Utah. 724 wins. Miami of Ohio. I think you would have got around to this one. I was surprised it didn't.
Is West Virginia in there?
They're number 1. West Virginia is number 1, 787 wins. More wins than Florida. Virginia Tech has more wins than Florida.
Wow.
And they haven't won national titles. Number 4 is one that you definitely get around to if you sit on the topic. But North Carolina.
Oh, yeah.
Right? The sleeping giant, so to speak. North Carolina, 735. Then you had Wisconsin, Virginia Tech, West Virginia. So
imagine Belly ripping off a 11-1, getting in and somehow into the championship.
Devising some defense.
This crap's easy.
Right. Devising some defense that stops.
And
I wonder this too now, and I know that they don't fit as strict as standards of the blueprint of the kind of players you get. But North Carolina is a more heady institution, right? You're going to get smarter.
Yeah.
On average, your kids coming into North Carolina are probably toting a little higher GPA and academia. So maybe you can put some complex things in there.
I tell you what. I tell you one good sign if you're a North Carolina fan. We haven't heard anything from North Carolina of the last. It's all it's all football now, which is what he wants.
That's right.
He's all. That's his shtick. Did
you see the little spot where he and Dabo were sitting together?
I didn't see the spot. No.
Yeah.
Was it good?
It was okay. He definitely is. College Bill is a lot looser than Pro Bill. I mean, he's still.
You think it's Jordan?
I have no idea what it is. He's just not as uptight.
Okay.
He's not as closed lips. He's not as he's not this guy. Well, everybody's going to play. Well,
right.
injury reports coming out on Friday. He's more, he's actually like yucking it up with Dabo.
Right.
Which even when he did the Saban thing, he wasn't doing that.
No.
All right, this is the drill. It's a GFL Friday.
Yes.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Helmets and Heels calls on Jags former middle linebacker Tom McManus to elevate your afternoon.
He's the best. Guys got it all.
Join the new Helmets and Heels afternoons from 2 to 4 on 1010XL.
We're professionals. We have a job to do, a season to plan.
With Lee and Kate's Glass, you're gonna see a big difference.
Hey, it's Frank Frangie. Look, when it comes to glass needs around the home, there's one name I trust, Lee & Kate's. It's local, family-owned, and they've been part of our community since 1926. They've taken great care of me over the years, and I know they'll do the same for you. Visit LeeandKatesGlass.com.
With Lee and Kate's Glass, you're gonna see a big difference.
Hey, in a world where chains seem to take over, it's awesome to have a locally owned retailer who's only focused on us in Jacksonville, FLA, and that's Beard's Diamonds, man. Hicken here for Beard's Diamonds. You know, all those other jewelers in the town center, they're owned by big Wall Street companies, but not Beard's. They're local, man. You can go say hi to the Lupos, Jacksonville folks. They've been serving our area for more than 40 years, and by the way, they dominate. They dominate. They got massive diamond inventory, all shapes, all sizes. Top bridal brands like Tacori, Viraggio have the strongest warranties. You ever have an issue, you deal with the owner, not layers of middle managers, and they win on price every day. In fact, Beard's guarantees to beat any national chain store on price. I'm just telling you, don't buy anywhere until you get a second opinion at Beard's, or just go get your first opinion and go to Beard's. I'm sure you'll get a bigger, better quality diamond for your money. It'll be backed by local folks with integrity and local accountability. Do not buy a diamond in Jacksonville without seeing your best option at Beard's Diamonds at the St. John's Town Center. Shop local. Shop Beard's.
Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you. Call 904-722-1111.
Instant Keys saves the day if you've lost or broken keys. They can program new keys and remotes for nearly every make and model of vehicle at a fraction of the dealership cost. Fast, honest, and reliable locksmith service. Call Instant Keys, 722-1111.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
Hey, Hicken here, and every Friday I'll help you put together your sports weekend so you know where you want to go and what you want to do. Watch for Musings with the Media Mogul on YouTube and Facebook, locked down by Tucker Equipment Rentals in Neptune Beach.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwoods. Clayton, in talking about the quality of cut of a diamond, is there a particular diamond cutter that's known as the best?
Frank, the answer is yes, and that would be Hearts on Fire, who have the world's most perfectly cut diamond, and we have them now at Underwoods. When anybody comes in and looks at one of these diamonds, the first thing they say is, wow! That's because these diamonds are cut from absolute maximum beauty and are really worth seeing, so you have an idea of how good a diamond can really look. They have perfect polish, perfect symmetry, and perfect proportions, and are backed up with an American Gem Society Diamond Quality document. Now, not every diamond could be a Hearts on Fire diamond because only certain rough diamonds in the hands of the most skilled cutters working in state-of-the-art cutting facilities can cut these. In fact, only 200 diamond cutters out of the 1 million people employed in the diamond cutting trade are skilled enough to cut Hearts on Fire diamonds.
See Hearts on Fire now at Underwoods, San Marco, Avondale, the shops of Ponte Vedra, Underwood Jewelers.
Are you 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, or have children? Listen up. Have you done your last will and estate planning? You have questions? Call Matt Hinson with the Hinson Law Firm. Reach him at 527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
Man, jack of all trades, masters of none? It just feels like at every turn nowadays, every company can do all work. Not us. Hi, Stevie Beechurst here, second-generation plumber right here in Jacksonville, Florida. We are your master plumbing company that only focuses on all your plumbing needs. So for your next plumbing job, don't call another Jack. Call Beechurst Plumbing. where plumbing is what we do and plumbing is what we're great at. Beechurst Plumbing, here to help.
Aren't you just happy when you can handle all your needs in one location? Well, introducing Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. Whether it's home, life, business, or auto, Mandy covers it all. In fact, bundling policy is a great way to add extra savings. Mandy and her crew can do that. Allstate is offering lower auto insurance rates this year. Mandy can do that. You need to give Mandy Bowers a call in her Mandarin office, because when it comes to getting it all done under one roof, Mandy can do that.
David here with Royal Pest Services. It's back. Our summer Centricon Termite Special. New installs begin as low as $249. And if you have existing Centricon, but your renewal is through the roof, we can transfer you to Royal at no cost. Visit RoyalPestServices.com to schedule a free estimate.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, we will play everybody. So how long that is will kind of determine how things are going a little bit, but everybody's going to play in this game.
Everybody's going to play. Everybody will play, and the Jags will play the Steelers, who won't be playing anybody. So advantage Jacksonville. Let's get a couple drives, couple tutties, and get out of there.
It's funny how in a league that's so copycat, that's so, homogenous, right? Everybody runs the same stuff. They put different terminology on. I mean, for the most part. But here in the preseason, I mean, you just got drastic frames of mind when it comes to it. You got the Bengals playing everybody. Then you got the Eagles playing nobody. You got you play this guy and he gets injured. You play this guy, he doesn't. And here Saturday will be a perfect example. As you said, Mike Tomlin basically yesterday went so far as to say that Ben Roethlisberger wouldn't play, and neither would James Harrison. They're both going to be inactive too. In other words, anybody with any star power in Pittsburgh looks like they're going to be on the shelf on Saturday. You immediately, went to degeneratedan.com and placed your wagers.
Yeah, 100%.
I would suggest if you're going to do that, maybe lean more like a first quarter wager or first half.
Yeah.
So they can't catch up with the maybe
well,
a better
I look at it like this. I look at it like this, though. If our ones are playing their twos, then our twos will be playing their threes, and our threes will be playing their fours.
You think that'll matter? I don't trust the 2 through 4 math.
Let's ride that thing home.
Can the ones beat the twos?
Let's ride that home.
All right. Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
You won last week, you tell me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Took you over. Everyone was saying under. You were smarter.
Yeah.
You said over.
No, we're going that.
You're a preseason maniac, to be honest. I mean, last year's success was amazing.
Preseason. We like to double down on it and see what happens.
So you're just going to let it roll. So last week you put a hundo. That's now 2.
And 2 to 4.
Your bet is just straight up Jags minus 3.5.
That's it.
And you're on record. Because, 751. It's about time we'll start doing the Friday 5-pack.
Catch me on that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cash me outside.
Yeah.
E.T.,
let's take that money home.
I had a question for you real quick.
Yep.
You pulled it up yesterday. I hope it's right there and easy for you. But I had this epiphany as I'm watching the golf yesterday afternoon.
All right.
And I'm basically, to be honest with you at this point, I'm just I want to play golf at Players. I mean, is there value in watching one of my comrades spin the wheel? Sure, it's fun. Is it better radio? You bet. But the selfish side of me wants that tour around the stadium course that Stewart will have to offer up if he loses. So I'm really watching the golf because I don't want Scheffler to win. I'm trying to, keep Stewart in last place. And I am terrible about ever knowing who I picked, right? So I'm sitting here. And,
hello.
And then I see Tommy Fleetwood, hit one close. Oh, good for Tommy Fleetwood. Don't think a thing. Good for Tommy Fleetwood. And I keep watching, and then I'm really crying. I think did I take Russell Henley? I think maybe I took Russell. I have no idea who I took.
Okay.
And then it hits me. I think, wait, didn't I take the English Cameron Young this week? I think I took Tommy Fleetwood.
Oh.
So that's why I'm looking to confirm right now, E.T. Did I indeed take Tommy Fleetwood this
Jeff
week?
Prosser took Henley.
Yeah.
And Tommy Fleetwood.
Yeah.
Who did I take?
Dan Hicken took Matt Fitzpatrick and Harris English. I took Xander Schauffele and Ludwig, and the tour took Scotty and Victor Hovland.
Hovland's second to last.
Well, here's the other side of that.
Good news.
The other side of that, is I thought I had Ludwig. I'm literally pulling for Ludwig to make a birdie on the last hole.
Yes, sir. I like that. You love your boy.
Yeah, and it wasn't him at all.
Yes, sir.
What did Ludwig shoot? He shoot good?
I know he's okay, like 3 under, I think. He wasn't great. He wasn't terrible. He may have actually bogeyed the last one. Is he 2 or 3 under? That's where we're at. Okay, well, good. I'm glad to know that I have Tommy Fleetwood. Here's hoping that he can pick up that first win this week. I don't know what's going on with our fantasy golf, but they sure have changed that all around. All right, so back to the Jags. I digress, and the playing time as it will be dispersed, but we've got some info, some intel here to disperse for you. Now seems like a good time.
Okay. What do you got?
Well, stadium navigation. If you haven't been down there since the season ended last year, it's your normal routes, your normal customs, your normal parking could be affected. So here is what fans can expect in the in-bowl game day experience will remain unchanged once you get inside. Full capacity throughout the year, but you need to adjust maybe where you park, enter the stadium, make your way to your seats.
Oh, boy.
General admission guests.
People don't like change.
Well, here we go.
Listen closely.
General admission guests should access the main concourse for full circulation around the stadium, blah, blah, blah. That's okay. At the ground level, no longer connects gate to gate. That's like the old Gator Bowl way where you had to just go around, you circle the stadium. I almost like it better that way. All right, all 4 gates for Everbank will be open. Additional gates in the south end by the old flex field. Gate 4 on the southeast is now a super gate that directs fans to the fan entertainment zone, south end
Super
zone.
gate.
Yeah, we're going to hit the super gate. East and west club gate paths will direct only ticket holders with club access to the clubs. So you can't go in that unless you have those tickets, I guess. Those gates will not allow access to other areas of the stadium. So there have been ways to get in and out of the club, but now if you get in there, you're in. And then it's the other. You'll have mobile assistance. You go to jaguars.com/stadium for more. Just pay attention to the signs. I mean, once you get inside, I think it'll feel pretty similar inside the actual bowl. But
it's a mess down there. I'll be honest with you. It's a mess.
It is
what it is. So it'll pay off in a couple years, but it's a mess. What is your boy Marshawn up to here?
Oh, what is he doing now?
He's a credentialed photographer Thursday night. Come on, what are we doing?
Is it in Seattle?
What do you do? Go buy a camera?
Oh, man, they're going to let that man do whatever he wants.
What is it about these Seattle athletes? I mean, Randy Johnson,
Ken Griffey.
Yeah. Something about playing in Seattle.
That's probably why they did it, you know?
Yeah.
Must be some beautiful nature out there in Seattle.
Did C.J. Gardner Johnson tear his ACL?
I hear
Aaron Wilson of the NFL says he tore it. Then I saw someone else say he
didn't. Right. So there's some type of leg injury.
Is he with the Texans now?
Yes.
That'd be a shame.
Yeah. It was...
The league, every generation has a sugar stirrer. I'll just put it that way. And that's C.J. Gardner Johnson.
Oh, he's great.
In this NFL.
He'll get under your skin.
Yeah, he is that guy.
He did that at Florida. He's just, that's who he is.
Yeah.
I don't remember him at Florida much.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. I was at the...
He was just Chauncey Gardner then, if that matters.
I think he might have been the MVP
became Gardner Johnson in the NFL.
He might have been the MVP of the Michigan game, the bowl game. I went to that game, the Peach Bowl.
2
whatever.
picks and a pick 6, I believe.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
No, he was Chauncey Gardner. He also had a big game against FSU that last year. He was a good player. He's a good player at Florida. He's the same player at Florida that he is at he's probably a little underrated.
Yeah.
What round did Chauncey Gardner go?
I don't know.
3rd, maybe, probably. No, he's a good player though, and everywhere he goes, he's impactful. But then I don't think it's a coincidence that he doesn't last long. All right, turn our attention to the 8 o'clock hour. What do you know? We've had a football game, and Anthony Richardson is injured.
Oh, boy.
He's a 4th rounder, by the way.
4th rounder, yeah.
Yeah. One other thing I wanted to mention real quick. Shout out and congrats to Ben Shelton, who won a tennis tournament. His first Masters 1000 championship. Good deal. And that's a kid who you kind of get the feeling is
for sure
trending upwards and will compete for Grand Slams.
I think he'll win one.
Yeah.
Along the way. And we'll see. He's the youngest American to win one of those Masters 1000 since Andy Roddick. I mean, we've talked about this. The American tennis scene on the male side especially has been a desert, man. So, yeah, big win. Big win there yesterday. And also strange that a big-time event comes to a close on a Thursday. Oh, that was weird. Isn't that usually Sunday afternoon or something?
Good point.
Anywho, back with more, the 8 o'clock hour. We'll talk with Denny. It is a GFL Friday. That's Green for Life.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Fans first.
I was born a Jags fan, and I'm Duval till I die.
Jaguars pride forever.
Duval!
1010XL, home of the Jaguars.
Call 904-500-COOL. I Ideal Conditions.
We're a veteran and still 100% locally owned and operated HVAC, plumbing, electrical, roofing, and general contracting company. Ideal Conditions has been BBB accredited with an A+ rating since 2008 with 4.9 out of 5 stars from over 1,000 reviews on Google.
Call 904-500-COLD.
Honk if you see us. Call for service.
Ideal Conditions.
IdealConditionsJax.com.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Now this is how you end a summer. Under the lights, surrounded by history. The driver's last shot at the playoffs. Your last chance to see regular season action. Friday night, Xfinity lights the fuse. Saturday night, the Cup Series delivers the fireworks. This is Daytona. This is everything. NASCAR weekend at Daytona International Speedway, August 22nd and 23rd. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
Share your voice anytime on the 1010XL text line.
Are you serious?
Installed by Lifetime Flooring.
I gotta say, you're totally blowing my mind right now.
If you can't call or email, text us. 641-1010.
Lauren Brooks here from Helmets and Heels. Circa Resort and Casino has 2 epic pro football contests, Circa Million and Circa Survivor. Circa Million, pick 5 games weekly against the spread for $1 million grand prize. Circa Survivor, 1 pick a week, no spread. Last one standing wins $15 million. Enter at any Circa in Nevada, play anywhere. Sign up for either and get 50% off a 2-night stay. Helmets and Heels will be live from Circa in Vegas on August 22nd. Full contest details at circasports.com and the 1010XL homepage.
If you are an experienced electrician looking for your next big opportunity, look no further than the Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller Electric, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering you the chance to showcase your skills on a grand scale. We believe in rewarding hard work with the best pay, top-notch benefits, and an unbeatable culture where people actually care about each other. Take your career to new heights with Miller Electric Company. Apply today at millercareers.com. Miller Electric, an equal opportunity employer.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduced stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. Stroke risk may increase. Eliquis can cause serious and potentially fatal bleeding. Don't take if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or bleed longer. A spinal injection increases blood clot risk, which may cause paralysis. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding or bruising, or back pain, tingling, numbness, muscle weakness, or incontinence. Aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. It's go time in Duval. The Jags take on the Steelers this Saturday at 7 p.m. in their preseason opener at Everbank Stadium. All gates are open, including a new South End entry near the old Flex Field. Gate 4 is now a super gate, giving fans quick access to the fan zone, South End zone, Daly's Place, and those South escalators. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
At 8:01, it's 77 degrees. Time and Tim brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cool with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. This is your Duval Minute. Brought to you by Lift Power, your turnkey solution for all warehouse needs.
Go to the Checkmating Coatings hotline and bring in our friend Daddy. Was all that on the air when I was talking? Okay. Daddy.
You don't get this kind of intro everywhere, and you're doggone glad to hear that.
Daddy.
Boy, sounds like y'all got it all together this morning.
Oh, we always do. That's what we do. We rock and roll. Nobody does it better. Don't you ever forget that.
Where are you at? South Florida?
Have you moved in with Carson Beck? Or is that the deal? Are you like living in his house, in his quarters? Is this?
No. I got a place down here, so I'm down here every week. So Yeah, I've got a place down here. I'm not staying with Carson. That's for dang sure.
What a big opener they have, and I think all the questions around Carson's health seem to have been answered to everyone's satisfaction. That's not a storyline going in, and it's good not to have that distraction. What do you think about that Miami Notre Dame game?
Man, I not knowing enough about Notre Dame. Like, I don't want to sound dumb. I know they've got an amazing running back. We work with C.J. Carr, who is their quarterback, and he is a franchise type of guy. Like, I mean, he is going to be the real deal. Outside of that, I don't know a whole lot about him. I think Miami has a chance to be really good. Carson, you bring up that it's a non-storyline his injury, and that I just smiled when you said that, because if you'd have told me that in January, that it was going to be a non-storyline in August, I'd have taken it. So, he looks good and he's healthy and I think he's physically in a better place than I think he's been, his entire career. So I'm excited. They're excited down here. I can tell you that tickets are insanely priced. But yeah, I mean, I think the expectations down here are big, as they should be.
Denny, do you reach a point in the NFL where playing in a preseason game would serve literally no purpose? And I'm kind of thinking about the comments that Aaron Rodgers made earlier in the week. They're running two basic defenses, and you're running nothing. Your personnel packages aren't the same. I mean, is there any reason for a quarterback who's been in the league longer than 6-7 years to play in a preseason game and risk the injury? I mean, because you look at and the NFL usually copycats, but I mean, here are the Bengals playing Joe Burrow for a half. What, against a team like the Eagles? Why?
And the part that I don't understand about this is a lot of these guys, and I don't know the Bengals situation, but a lot of these guys are doing the joint practices, which are you guys have been to, right? They're way more intense than with the starters anyway, than a preseason game. So no, I agree with that largely. I don't think a quarterback who's been in the league for more than 4 years established, I don't know what benefit he really gets out of it. But I'm not going to question what Joe Burrow believes that he gets out of it. So I think if the player wants to play and he's a vet and he just feels like, for one time I need to get my adrenaline going and get on the same page as my guys, that's one thing. But as a staff to just go, hey, we're gonna throw him out there to get reps, even though he's getting $1 million in camp. I don't know that I necessarily would do that if I was a coach.
Danny, I know there's nothing you can really say, but again, we watch Anthony, and the kid just gets hurt. It's just and it's different body parts, and it's just good gracious, man. He can't catch a break on that part of the football world. I mean, it's just amazing.
Yeah, I know, man. I know.
What do you say?
It's so funny because I sat down last night to eat down here, and I'm gonna watch Anthony and excited about football. It's kind of our first guy that's on, and 2 minutes later I realized why I hate football season. It's just like, my gosh, like, and he's having a great camp too. Like, he's having a really good camp. I don't know what happened last night. I mean, I watched the play a couple of times. My gut instinct is that was probably his read guy. But you learn hard lessons in the NFL, and I don't think this is going to be a big deal from what I've understood. So he should be good to go.
You think
keep moving, man? I mean, what else are you going to do?
They're positioning it from up there as if it's a quarterback battle. They probably got one of those Andors on their depth chart. I mean, we got 27 starters here in Jacksonville, Danny. I don't know if you saw that. Will it be Anthony, you think, first out of the gates? It should be. I mean, if you're doing it right, you've got big investment there. But is that like the plan, do you think?
I mean, I don't have any information on it, but how can it not be?
Yeah, right.
I mean, you're still trying to find out. He's having a good camp, and unless they're just seeing it differently, and maybe they are. But I would think so, Jeff. I don't know if you're the Colts and you're a Colts fan. I mean, I want to know this year. I want to know. Like, literally,
sure.
I want to know.
Well, you have to. You can't do it forever.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. You do. And there's no better way to find out. And we've always talked about how few reps he's got. You got to give him reps, and that's the only way you're going to find out, what he's going to make of this thing. And you can't do that if you're starting somebody else. Now, and especially when that somebody else doesn't bring to the table the same things that Anthony brings. If at some point they think Daniel Jones makes them a better team, I guess they got to do their job. But at the same time, I I wouldn't be able to justify, leaving 5 on the bench for any significant
Well, I think
amount of
more
time.
than anything, we need to see Anthony Richardson play 10, 12, 14 football games in a row and to be able to get a more accurate measure on what you've got week to week from an accuracy and consistency standpoint, probably.
Denny, I got a question. Observation. I have no idea if I saw something different. I went down to the scrimmage last Friday. I watched Trevor Lawrence, and I wanted to ask you this. It seemed to me, now I could be totally wrong here. This is a coaching question. He dropped back he dropped back, and he stood much more anchored, much more flat-footed, and then delivered the football. He wasn't up on his toes. It looked like something totally different, I think, from what I've seen from him before. It stood out to me in my having, like all of us who've watched the Jaguars and watched him play, obviously, all of his plays. Is that a coached thing? Is that different? I know I get the whole shotgun with the leg. But it seemed like he was much more, basically he stopped. He stood. He didn't move. He was like flat-footed, and then he'd rip the ball. Is that different?
Yeah, I if that's what it was, then yeah, that's definitely different for him because he usually is a little bit of a bouncer.
Yeah,
and there's not a right or wrong. I think that's really just
obviously Peyton Manning had happy feet, but it worked out just fine for him. So
right. I like the feet in the ground thing, and you're seeing more and more guys go to that. For years and years and years, it was taught to keep your feet moving. I'm not even real sure why.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole point of the exercise is to put yourself in a great position to throw, the ideal situation to throw in a clean pocket.
Okay.
Similar to golf, right? Like it's a very similar rotational. I got to get in the ground. I got to feel the ground below me type of feel.
Mm-hmm.
So in my mind, I register that as it makes a lot of sense to just kind of be back there and kind of, not planted, but you guys know what I mean. It's not, attached somewhat. So that's my preference, but I bet if you went through the league,
half and half,
probably close to half and half. Yeah.
It feels like Mahomes does that. Burrow does that. I mean, if you really sit and think, you can think of Baker to a degree. Those guys that when they are throwing have kind of settled down to their feet flat. And I guess arm strength has gotten so strong, Denny, you can get away with that. I mean, listen, everyone wants quarterbacks with perfect form, yet we continue to be amazed every week with the plays outside of that form by guys like Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes.
I have a take on that.
Okay, good.
I have a take on that, man. I think that what everybody our age is obsessed with form is probably wrong. We were just taught wrong.
Yeah.
We were all taught how to throw.
Yeah.
And, you look at these guys like Mahomes, like the guys you mentioned, and they do so much with their lower body. You hear the announcer say things like he's throwing off his back foot. No, he's not.
Right.
He's not.
He's throwing.
Right? He's just rotating. He is driving his back hip into his front foot. And then he's using that front hip to pull in and decelerate. Like that's just the biomechanics. That's the mechanics, the sequencing of a throw. And so the faster your hips go, if you're sequenced right, the faster and stronger your arm should be. And so I think these guys are just realizing, like, the first thing that has to move in my throw for me to be accurate and efficient are my hips, not my arm.
Mm-hmm.
And so if my feet aren't in the ground, how do I do that? So, it's a very similar thing when you look at, like, long drive championships, how they settle into that back hip and then just explode.
Yeah, they push up out of the ground almost. Yeah, start from flat foot up.
Yep.
And to your point, by the time they hit the ball, you're not on your toes. You've given away power. You've given away accuracy.
That's right.
So I'm sure there's probably some correlation.
I think the NFL's the NFL's a little behind baseball and golf on like the biomechanics trend and how we track it, and I think it's kind of getting there now.
Denny, all things being equal, and you're the Cleveland Browns, and I know right now there's different injuries to this guy or that guy or the other guy, but all things being equal, from a hodgepodge of options that include the Flaccosaurus, 41-year-old Joe Flacco. 3 teams in 3 years, Kenny Pickett. Former Pro Bowler. What's our guy's name? Huntley. Former Pro Bowler Huntley.
Yes, sir.
Draft pick. Who's the Dylan? Who am I thinking of? The kid from
Dylan Gabriel.
Yeah, Dylan Gabriel, the draft pick, and Shedeur Sanders, the draft pick. All things being equal, who should be the Browns starter week 1? And which quarterback? I mean, honestly, there's no good option there. I don't know if I've seen. This is like Who drafts 2 quarterbacks in 3 and 5, by the way? Who does that?
It's malpractice. And don't forget that, I mean, you've still got
Deshaun,
quarterback making
officially.
how much money on the roster.
Yeah. Who start? I mean, who? I don't like Dylan Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders. I mean, what? They can't both play, right? I mean, if you like one, then how do you like the other?
I don't understand. I mean, it's not great for any of their developments, any of the young guys' developments. Of course, Flacco is going to look like their best quarterback right now because he knows where to go with the ball.
Yeah.
But then, how excited is the Cleveland fan base going to be when you roll out a 41-year-old starter on opening day?
Well, especially now, listen, it's different if you draft like the time the Redskins Washington drafted RG3 like 2 overall, then they came back with Kirk Cousins, but that's like a top 5 pick in a 4th rounder. These guys are taken in the similar, spots. It's just bizarre. It's like the guy in your fantasy draft that goes punter around 6. I mean,
it's malpractice, man. It's just bad. It's just bad management right there up there. And there's so many. You can't tell me there's not quarterbacks that you can plug into that roster and be in a much better shape right now. Before we even see Dylan Gabriel or before we even see Shedeur Sanders, I think everybody can agree that quarterback situation and the way they've handled that is less than ideal.
And it wouldn't shock you if they went full Cleveland and by the time the season was over, started 6 different guys for a variety of reasons.
Oh, you know that's going to happen.
Yeah,
that's going to happen. Yeah,
Cleveland.
and including somebody that's not on the roster now that they pick up after the cut. Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen.
Right.
I agree.
All right, Denny. Appreciate you as
Thank you,
always.
Denny.
We'll talk to you next week.
All right, boys. Talk to y'all soon.
There he goes. That's the Whisperer. Denny Thompson live in South Florida where he's molding Carson Beck into what Canes fans hope is a run at a title. All right, it's a GF on Friday. That's Green for Life. Look for the bright green trucks and cans all over the First Coast, and we'll be back with more next inside the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Dan Hicken and Jeff Prosser share the huddle with Freddie T. Monday morning running back with Fred Taylor is fueled by Epstein and Robbins and Monahan Jewelers.
Fred Taylor, he's a candidate to go the distance.
On 1010XL.
Let me get this thing unwrapped here.
Praz, what in the world are you doing working on your Duval?
That's right, Dan. I really identify with Duval.
You live in St. John's County, knucklehead.
I mean the Duval sub, the Daily Stash Duval. Turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheeses. Lettuce, tomato, crispy and fresh, like me. I'm sure there's a Daily Stash sub that sums you up.
The boss.
Because, of course.
Oven roasted beef, Munster cheese, roasted mushrooms, caramelized onions. It's the boss of all subs. Only available for me.
That's just not true.
What do you mean? I walked in the other day, screamed, "You know it!" and said, "A boss for a boss."
Well, no matter who you are, there is a Daily Stash sandwich or sub for you.
Go find yours. They may even make you a boss.
I'm sure they will, because it is Daily Stash.
Where more is better.
And you got that right.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Want to bet on sports but no clue where to start? Millions of players are already making moves on Hard Rock Bet. Your friends might be winning. Why not you? Bet with confidence. Bets by real players help guide your picks. Go with the crowd and cash in on the wins. Any pick that catches your eye. Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us. New players bet $5 and get $150 instantly in bonus bets. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Put the ball in the net with 60 Minutes of Soccer Talk. The Coaches Show presented by Sporting Jacks. Cole Pepper, Sporting Jacks head of soccer Mark Warburton, and Sporting Jacks women's coach Stacey Baylor. Tuesday evenings at 6 on 1010 a.m.
Jeff Lagerman for Napa Auto Care Centers. This football season, make sure your ride can get to that tailgate or travel to the away game safely and dependably. You can trust the ASE certified professionals at any one of the 29 independently owned Napa Auto Care Centers and the quality Napa parts they use. Napa Auto Care Centers can handle everything: oil changes, air conditioning, brakes, engines, transmissions. Napa Auto Care Centers offers a nationwide 24-month, 24,000-mile peace of mind warranty on most repairs. Find one near you at jacksnapaautocare.com.
If you've been in a big truck accident, you need a lawyer that specializes in big trucks. A lawyer who knows all the federal traffic rules that can affect your case.
And who can navigate the complex web of laws dealing with the trucking company, the leasing company, the shipper, and all the other details that can complicate your case.
At Farah & Farah, we've seen it all, and we're ready to go the long haul to fight for you. Jacksonville.
Let's get the work done.
Training camp is here.
Up, quick feet.
1010XL's training camp coverage is backed by Roland Reach Plumbing and Green Acres Sporting Goods.
Let's go. Here we go. Let's go. It's live now. Let's go.
Rock fans, get ready. Mike Campbell and the Dirty Knobs are rolling into the Florida Theater Thursday, August 14th. Founding member of Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Mike brings raw rock and roll, killer guitar riffs, and that unmistakable edge. Mike Campbell and the Dirty Knobs.
These are the best of times.
Get your tickets now at floridatheater.com. Mike Campbell and the Dirty Knobs, August 14th at Florida Theater.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. This is your Duval Minute. Brought to you by Lift Power, your turnkey solution for all warehouse needs.
Hey, just a quick note to you Pittsburgh Steelers fans who are coming to the bank tomorrow. And I know the game doesn't matter, et cetera, but just understand this one thing. For our franchise, which has not been very good for 30 years, we own your ass. We own you. We've beaten you more than you've beaten us. We beat you in our first year. We beat you the last time we played. We beat you at your place 2 times in the season. We've beaten you in the playoffs a couple times. The Jaguars have been, when the Jaguars and Steelers play, for this franchise, the Jaguars have beaten them more times than the Steelers have beaten us. Just a side note, Steeler fans. I know you like to come down here, wave your towels, but you often do it in times of defeat. And that's your Duval Minute, brought to you by our friends at Lift Power. Oh, Lift Power's on the lookout for winners. They want winners, man. They want experienced lift truck and dock and door technicians in the Jacksonville area. Benny's are great. 401k, company vehicle, paid training, sign-on bonus. Who offers that? Lift Power does. Go see why Lift Power is voted one of the best places to work year in and year out. Rapidly growing, been around for more than 50 years, family-owned and operated, screams stability. Don't let this opportunity slip by. Learn more. Just visit liftpower.com. That's liftpower.com.
How hard is what you're doing out there?
It's not hard at all, if I'm being honest. I have the first off day that we had, and I came back and did both sides. That's the only thing that got to me, but after that, I've been good.
That is Travis Hunter yesterday as the league media sources make their trips through the training camps. Yesterday it was Kay Adams, who I didn't know was still working.
She broke the rule.
Where's she working?
She broke the rule, though.
Well, which was what?
Well, don't you ask Liam Cohen when you have him.
Oh, no, she did?
Yes, she sure did.
See, and that's what happens. Yet they'll put him on with her.
Yeah. Well, we had him.
Yeah, I know. But what would he not ask him to do? The most obvious idiotic thing you wouldn't ask him to do.
We didn't do it.
That one, by the way, somebody down there is getting in trouble for that. Somebody's got to let her know that before it happens.
Somebody did.
Or did she know? And
I don't think she knew, and then she did it anyway. Did
she treated it in a positive way.
Oh. Well, there's no positive to that.
You were taking and putting it all on you, and so, great move.
Stop it. That's her rallying from a terrible question that he doesn't want to answer. I can imagine what his face must have looked like when that...
I bet he knew.
When that thing went full, for sure.
I bet he knew. But anyway, just we're talking about the Duval thing, which is no big deal, but it is what it is. It's a battle cry. We've discussed
That's correct. It's our war chant.
Yeah. So, Jags have beaten the Steelers 15 out of 28. more wins and losses.
My favorite Steeler-Jaguar preseason memory is when Ben Roethlisberger rolled down, played the stadium course in the morning, and then had a perfect drive in the evening and called it a day. Pretty good day as a quarterback when you play stadium in the morning and then have went 5 for 5 and a touchdown and called it up. That's how bad we were. This was probably 6-7 years ago, maybe even longer. Yeah.
The worst
78 on stadium, and then, a quick touchdown drive against the Jets.
I think the worst one was the tank year with Luton Luton gets in there and threw about 4 or 5 picks to the Steelers, and I think we scored 3 points and they scored like 30 or something. You remember that one?
Yeah, I remember coming way too close that year a few times. Luton almost won at Green Bay. Remember that one?
Yeah.
Luton, settle down here.
Yeah, as soon as somebody started playing good, we put in the next guy, and then you got the direct strike. Schott hadn't mingled or meddled in football very much, but I'll remain certain that year it was the
word came down
from the Gardner Minshew was not to play. I can't afford to win a game here.
Yeah.
And so, lo and behold, we're there. Hick, I was looking at this is the time of year where all the lists come out and top 10 at this and top 10 at that, and CBS Sports put out their top 10 for each offensive position. Spoiler alert: we're going to get one guy in that, right? Mm-hmm. If you're doing offensive line, tight end, running back, quarterback, receiver, we're going to have one guy listed top 10 in his position, and we did. It was Brian Thomas Jr. And I thought about it in these terms, Hick. It doesn't matter what any of the other positions are, any of the other offensive positions, or any positions they're going to rank in defensive. You better at the end of the day, when this list comes out next year, if Jacksonville wants to win a Super Bowl ever, then Trevor Lawrence has got to be in the top 10 quarterback list. And the reason for that is if you're not in the top 10 if your quarterback is not in that year's top 10 quarterback list, you're not going to win a championship. You're just not, ever.
Mm-hmm.
Nick Foles, 2017 season.
Yeah.
Probably not a top 10 quarterback that year, won a championship. Brad Johnson, 2002, probably not a top 10 quarterback, won a championship. Trent Dilfer, 2 years before, not a top 10 quarterback, probably won a championship.
That's about it.
That's about it in the history of the league. And it's certainly in the last 20 years, because once you get behind Dilfer, now you're into Young and Montana and Aikman and just down the line. So not that you have to have you have to have a top. He doesn't have to be number one. He can be Matthew Stafford, right? He can be Eli Manning. He can be, but that year of football, he's got to be a top 10 quarterback. Now, the beauty of the position, especially now as deep as it is that Trevor could go out this year with Liam Cohen and this team, and the same list of top 10 quarterbacks in December could include him. He has certainly played his way into that top 10 level a couple of times in his career. But at the end of the day, until you got a top 10 quarterback, forget you can be top 5 in every other position. You got to have that top 10 quarterback, though. So that any list you're paying attention to, I think stops and starts there.
Well, I think that's fair, and I think that's the challenge for him. And quite honestly, I mean, here we are. None of us 5 years ago would have ever thought we'd be saying that. Back when we were tanking for Trevor, we never thought, gosh, in year 5, we hope he's a top 10 guy.
And we
were certain of it.
And yeah. And some people can say that he is, can think that he is. They can use a variety of reasons, but there won't be any questions here in a couple of years whether or not he is. Because at some point, you need some consistency. You just do. It doesn't mean you can't also be successful. But, I mean, look, at the end of the day, this is fair for a guy that took over a one-win franchise. There have been 2 quarterbacks in Jaguars history that have had back-to-back 500 seasons or better. 2, Brunell and Trevor.
Yeah.
And one of them took over expansion. The other took over a 1-in-15 absolute sugar show of a franchise. So from wits, he's had to drag them. The dragging
Still
process
not good
hasn't
enough.
come. Yeah.
That's just
fair enough.
Yeah. Not near good enough.
Yeah. But again, that's easy to say.
It's very easy to say.
When you're separated from what they were when he was drafted here. I guess to this point, the phrase NFL teams don't get better, they get better quarterbacks has never been more emphatically shown than in this case. The question might still be, do they need an even better quarterback? That also is fair on where we're at.
Right.
Because they're certainly in a lot better shape than we were for 12 years, consistently in and out. But that question may still need to be asked. We'll find out.
We had some ballers back in 2020. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, a bunch of them. It was a great draft that year, too, I thought. Really set yourself up for the future with the whole C.J. Henderson, Kayvon Chason pairing. Thought that was pretty solid.
Don't forget Laviska Shenault.
Yeah, that was fantastic. Meanwhile, you could have literally just drafted CeeDee Lamb and Justin Jefferson and locked up the receiver position.
Who are
for
the
years.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 guys picked that year? Who are the 2 left on the roster from the Jags? Not 2020 draft. 2020 draft. We got 2 guys left on the squad. It's not Chris Claybrooks. Chris is long gone.
Well, obviously Trevor, right?
No, that's not 2020.
This is the Henderson Chason draft.
Okay, I'd have to really think. I'm going to have to look. We're going to the bottom of the. I don't.
We
know.
have a 3rd-round pick who's still on the team and a 5th-round pick who's still on the team. It's not Jake Luton Tootin' Rootin'. It's not Tyler Davis.
Okay.
It's not Colin Johnson.
Oh, is it what?
It's not Booby Shack.
God, we're so bad.
It's not Josiah Scott or Ben Barch.
Oh, man.
Those are all draft picks that year?
All draft picks.
We had a 3rd rounder and a 5th rounder, you said?
Yeah, they're still on the team.
3rd rounder.
2020. Was Dewey drafted that year?
No.
Dewey. I can't. Did we draft maybe Daniel Thomas?
Daniel Thomas.
Okay.
5th-round pick
All
from
right.
Auburn, 157th, the gunner.
All right. And
Still gunning.
And the 3rd rounder.
3rd rounder's a starter on this football team.
Oh.
The 3rd rounder's a starter?
Yeah.
So it's got to be Devon Hamilton?
Devon Hamilton.
Yeah.
D-Ham. We like to call him D-Ham.
Yeah, not a good draft.
Jags traded Calais Campbell that year for a 5th-round selection.
That's good. Who do we get?
Traded A.J. Boye to Denver. Traded Nick Foles to Chicago. Traded their 5th-round selection to Pittsburgh in exchange for quarterback Joshua Dobbs.
That didn't work well.
Rocket scientist.
Yeah.
Traded their 2019. The Rams traded their 2019 3rd round and 2020 5th round for Dante Fowler. A lot of trades that year.
With the
1-15 squad.
The Rams mentality about around the trade market is probably going to play out here, or more like the Rams, because that's where from whence
Here were your
has come.
Here were your receivers on that squad. DJ, Chark, Keelan, Cole, Chris Conley, Lee, Terry Godwin, and Laviska Shenault.
Yeah.
Woo!
That's 2020.
You want to know what's worse? Nathan Cottrell, Dare Ogumbuale, Divine Zigbo, and James Robinson. Oh, my gosh. It's a bad team. Bad team. We'll take a break. Keep it rolling right here on The Drill at 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
I used to dread going to the dentist. Every visit felt like a sales pitch with constant upselling, surprise fees on my bill, and I could never get in when I needed to. But Harbor Dental Care? Totally different. They saw me the next day, gave me honest pricing up front, and even set me up with a payment plan I could actually afford. No pressure, no surprise charges, just kind people who get it. If you want to experience dentistry the way it should be, book your appointment today at harbordental.care. That's HARBOUR dental.care.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialist is now offering ortho walk-in appointments. If you have an immediate need for orthopedic care, contact Southeast Orthopedic Specialist immediately. Avoid ERs and urgent care waiting rooms. For more information, go to se-ortho.com.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Looking for your new favorite hangout this football season? Try Voodoo Brewing Company in the heart of San Marco. Locally owned and community focused, Voodoo Brewing serves up award-winning beers, scratch-made upscale pub fare, and laid-back vibes where everyone's welcome. For live music, trivia nights, and all the football action this season, make Voodoo Brewing Company Jacksonville your new favorite spot on San Marco Square.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
When your plumbing backs up, your septic's acting shady, or your AC quits on a 95-degree day, who are you going to call? Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. Don't take just our word for it. Here's what real customers are saying about their experience with our company.
Megan in the office was so helpful and polite. Scheduling was easy, and the tech showed up right on time.
From plumbing and septic to air conditioning, we do it all. Call 904-862-6769 or online at duckduckrooter.com. When you're stuck, call the Duck.
Buying a diamond, wedding band, or piece of fashion jewelry in Jacksonville? You have two choices. You can go to locally owned Beard's Diamonds, or you can go to one of those mega national chain jewelry stores. The national chains are pretty much all the same. In fact, did you know that some of them are owned by the same conglomerate? Yes, the same Wall Street company owns all the big names. So if you're looking for extreme value with genuine personal attention, come experience the Beard's Diamond difference. At Beard's, our diamonds come straight from the source. We hand select each one for maximum brilliance. We don't have to apply corporate markups and tack on salespeople commissions, so we beat the chains on price every single day. Beards has the strongest warranties, not gotcha clauses in fine print. Beards has all the top designers, including Tacori and Viraggio. Beards doesn't have out-of-state regional managers calling about sales quotas. We are all local, family-owned with total freedom to do what's right for our customers. Beards Diamonds, all the selection, quality, value, and service you want from local people, accountable only to you. Beards in the St. John's Town Center.
Yeah.
Ed banging back.
I was watching. They've gotten on social media. There's a little bit of a debate about the 2013 FSU team and how great they were, and they're a great team. And then I saw Greg Olson talking about those Canes from 2000. Man, it's awful hard to beat those guys, man. He's like, yeah, they moved Willis McGahee to second-team fullback because Portis and I don't know, they rip off all the running back, Frank Gore and all were first team, and it was like Ed Reed ran down on kickoffs because he couldn't get on the field. I mean, it's just, the amount of players that they had there was just awful tough to beat. The only thing that they did not have was the great quarterback.
No, and they could win with anyone.
Yeah, they could have won with anyone.
Who was like the last quarterback
Dorsey
to win?
Was
Dorsey
the guy.
was the last one to win. Because they were always like that. Toretta, Walsh, they never had that.
Well, Kelly and Vinny Greenballs are still the two best.
I guess until, I guess Tua changed it. But until Tua, it's kind of what Bama's quarterbacks were. Blake Sims, Jacob Coker.
Yeah.
Even Mac to a degree. It's not that,
They won with them.
Yeah, they won with them.
Yeah.
But those Miami teams were just so ridiculously talented. I'm amazed that I don't think Florida State, and Miami together will ever be as good as they were during portions of the 90s and early 2000s. It's hard for three state programs to be as good as all three of them were.
Mm-hmm.
There's just so much water to go in the bucket. It's why it's hard for Ohio State and Michigan to both be great at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard for Georgia and Tennessee to both be great at the same. When you're recruiting, limited as space for the same prospects. And when Florida State and Miami were all going, they all had their share of both the guys in state and the guys out. And man, three really good, hard-nosed football teams.
Yeah.
Those 90s were fun to watch. Now, I know Miami in the middle of the decade got kind of bad. FSU, Miami, really probably mid-80s to mid-90s, the better of their rivalry. In Florida, that stretch in the 90s. Now, unfortunately, Florida and Miami weren't playing. They hardly played they played what? They didn't play at all under Spurrier, did they? Did he ever get to face him?
Who?
Miami. Spurrier. I don't think he did. He had him on the schedule and it got pulled off. He didn't play him in those first couple of years. No.
He always talks about that because remember in his introductory press conference, and he said Arnsparger came in and said maybe not such a great idea.
Well, he said at this thing, he said we're going to play Miami. We're going to put grass back on the field. We're going to wear blue uniforms and we're going to start beating Georgia. He got 3 of the 4.
Yeah.
The play in Miami part never came through.
We talked about here's how teams get chips on their shoulders. And I go back to the Kansas City Chiefs. Last month, Emmanuel Acho said that Kansas City just entered the start of what will be an extended Super Bowl drought. Colin Cowherd goes behind Mike yesterday and says the dynasty is dead.
Y'all are stupid.
I don't understand why.
By the way, why do the Chiefs care what Sam Acho says?
They don't, but
Are they really using? Are they aware, or are we just pointing out what people are saying to wonder why they would? I can't imagine
aware.
anyone.
They're aware.
That's. By the way, if you are a professional voice of sports opinion, and you say that about the Chiefs, you should lose. You should get a year's suspension.
Suspension.
I mean, that's just the dumbest thing. And you know what the problem is? And listen, we get this benefit also. There'll be no going back and it'll be forgotten. When the Chiefs are 6-0, and obviously the same team they've always been, yet one of these buffoons, if Kansas City happens to go 5 or 6 years, and they've been good and winning and in championship games, but don't win a Super Bowl, I'll have to listen to Coward come, I told you in 2025. No, you didn't tell me anything, dipstick. That's such a contrarian point that it's invalid. If you're betting against the best coaching quarterback, then you don't understand the sport you're talking about.
Yeah.
You can't bet against. You can't say that the best coaching quarterback in the NFL are done. That's stupid. Mahomes, I guess I forgot he was 44, huh? Or is he like 30 and in his prime?
Right.
That's a terrible take.
I'm telling you, man.
The world is full of them, and I'll have one before the show's over.
I know Mahomes went to Andy Reid and said, we're going back to Kansas City football again, and I'm throwing the ball.
I remember a guy that claimed that Brady and his dominance was dead because he was partying at some Brazilian flower garden.
There was a drought there, though.
There was a drought, and he came back and won another 4.
He did win a few more.
If you think that, again, was it that Mahomes and the Chiefs would not win another Super Bowl? I mean, to me, that's how I interpreted drought. If he comes back and says, well, they have 6 years, that doesn't count.
Right.
If you're good all those years, and like Patriots, to their point, they may not have won for that period, but they were good. Went to a couple, famously lost to the Giants. Yeah.
Good news for the Gators front on the injury front is Eugene Wilson and Aiden Mizell are both back practicing full, so that's good to see. And speaking of the Gators, there is Kurt Warner explained it best, but Anthony Richardson, it's not so much that he got hurt, which is bad enough, but he got hurt because it's his own fault.
Because he didn't read the play right.
Yeah, you got to read zero protection and
make an adjustment.
He's coming right in your view, too. He's not like he's coming from your blind side.
No, but he's looking the other way. You don't sense that at all? You can't see before the play starts that he's coming?
You have to diagnose, you have to read it, and you have to know that there's 6 coming and 5 blocking or whatever it was, and you have to jump it immediately.
You know what? You have to play quarterback.
Yeah, you have to play quarterback.
He's just not good at it.
It's an example of 2 things about the preseason. 1, that some players need it for the work, and 2, that you can get hurt doing it.
Yeah.
Especially if those 2 combine and the guy doesn't know what he's doing. I'm sorry, bro. That just screams.
Yeah, that was
just
bad.
You're not prepared.
Yeah.
You can't read that one. I can't put you in a game in a regular season. And by the way, Daniel Jones came in and was Daniel Jones, 10 of 21. Make a play here or there. That quarterback situation is awful, dude. I think the Colts will be in the last place team because of the quarterbacks.
It could be Adam Schefter.
Schechter. He's gray. He's got jaundice.
He is.
He's not great. He's a member of the Grays.
Micah Parsons, not on the practice field. Back tightness.
Sure it is. Yeah. He got it from tweeting with Jalen.
You know what, though? With that one, you kind of applaud him.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's a lot different than our guy.
Well, right. He's not under a good competitive contract.
Yeah.
Listen, Micah Parsons is right.
He is right.
There comes to a degree with certain players that you can't go, well, we got it. No, you don't stop the gravy train with the best players.
Yeah.
You stop by not giving T. Higgins number 1 receiver money or whoever. I don't mean to pick on him, but whatever this is, that's where you stop.
Right.
Or maybe Jerry's going to have to make a decision. You stop at 2 franchise salaried players, and he's done that with Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb.
I guess Jerry knows, as much as the beating Jerry takes, he knows that if in a week or 2 he calls Micah's agent and says, all right, let's get this deal done, they'll get it done.
Yeah. Is that what he meant by the handshake comment?
And that's what no, I don't know, maybe, but that's what Jerry Jones does know. We're going to sit here, because he looks like an idiot. He looks like a buffoon. The things he said, the dealing with the player directly, all that nonsense makes him look like a moron. But in the end, now, if he lets it drag into September, then that's on him. But all he has to do is call Cleveland did it, right? I mean, Cleveland did it with Myles Garrett, and Myles Garrett stays, and Myles Garrett now is on a horrible team, and he knows they're horrible. He knows they're not going to win, and it's just same old in Cleveland. And he wanted to get traded because he wanted to play for a winner. No, he didn't. He wanted more money. But again, that was also different. This is Micah Parsons. My deal is up. I want the money. I want it now. I deserve it. I've performed for you. I've done everything that I've been asked to do, and now I want to get paid. And I want to get paid on an equal basis. I'm as good as, and he is. And so the progression is he gets the most. And I don't know what the numbers are, how far apart they are, but Jerry's got to know that too. So, see the picture here of Luka Doncic?
What is he now? Is this from Vogue or is this from?
He is Slim Luka, dude. Yeah. This ain't no doc. This is 31 pounds, they're saying.
Yeah, no, he's gone to work. Good for him.
Yeah.
Good. And by the way, that's given us.
Of course, if he goes 0 for 12 in the opener, I'll say we need Fat Luka back.
Right. Giving us. By the way, this will give an assist. This will give an assist. By the way, and won't age well to the Mavs owner or the Mavs GM, because what he said publicly.
Yeah.
You took one of the great players in the league and you tit for tatted little stupid things like he's not in shape enough.
Right.
Okay, all right, I'll get in shape then.
Right.
Hope I see you in the playoffs.
Right.
The question, though, is great. You got great shape, Luka. What are the Lakers doing about it?
Yeah.
It bothers me, E, that LeBron won't get on board. Why wouldn't he, man? You could win it here with this guy.
Yeah.
It just doesn't seem like he can't get on board if anyone is threatening his aura. But I don't know that to be true. It just feels that
it's
way.
hard.
I mean, it should be Luka's team. And this guy, I guess that's the hard part, right? You can't give it up as your team. This ET, whose team should it be?
Oh, it's Luka's team.
Right. Do you think LeBron thinks it's his team? I do.
I want to hope not.
Yeah. I mean, and LeBron, by the way, is still a very good player. That's what makes this hard. That's why if you're him, you're like, well, come on, man. Luka and I go play one-on-one right now. I'll beat him. Whether or not that's true, we'll see. It's a GFL Friday. You're listening to The Drill.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. From pit road to victory lane.
The sun setting behind him, the wind at his back.
This Sunday at Watkins Glen.
The checkered flag is in the air.
NASCAR is tuned up by Maxie's Mechanics on 1010XL.
Hello, First Coast. I'm sure by now you have seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We're an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We're committed to customer service, reliability, and have an unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today from GFL, Green for Life.
Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you. For lost or broken keys or nearly any make and model of vehicle, call 722-1111 for Instant Keys locksmith service.
Sometimes you agree with him, sometimes you don't.
On the runway, I'm coming in hot.
CBS Sports senior NFL writer Pete Crisco joins the Frangie Show Friday afternoons on 1010XL. Brought to you by Showtime Sports Cards and Collectibles.
The best value for golf in Jacksonville remains Cimarron. Totally reestablished with new tee boxes, improved fairways and greens. Also a brand new restaurant with indoor and outdoor settings and live music. Join the Wild One loyalty program online at Cimarron Golf. When's the last time you played Cimarron? Cimarron Golf Club on 210, the Wild One.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Blue here for the Blue Crab House, located right off of San Jose. It's on Jewington Creek Road. They've been around since 1996. Indoor-outdoor dining. Also, takeout is available at the Blue Crab House. Open 4:30 to 9, Tuesday through Saturday. Sunday, noon until 9. Remember, Tuesday, $2 margaritas. Wednesday, $1 oyster night. How about the blue crabs? How about my personal favorite, the Canadian snow crabs? Whatever it is that you fancy, you get it right there. The Blue Crab House.
The 2025 NFL season is just around the corner, and we can't wait for you to be back at the bank. Your Jacksonville Jaguars are starting off the preseason going head-to-head with the Pittsburgh Steelers Saturday, August 9th. Be at the bank as the Jags take the field for the first time this season and grab your tickets for a 7 p.m. kickoff by going to jaguars.com/tickets or call 904-633-2000. We'll see you soon, Jags fans.
It's hurricane season. Protect your home with 904 Gutters with a Z. That's right. Z as in zone defense for your home. Water damage hits hard. 904 Gutters with a Z hits back harder. Search 904 Gutters with a Z and make the right call. Bueller.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, Jason, got a minute?
Always. What's on your mind?
This time of year, my air conditioner is running non-stop. Hot all day, hot all night. It has to run constantly just to keep up.
Well, that's what they do.
But if something happens to it in the middle of a 2-week heat wave, I'm in trouble, Jason. I can't wait 3 days or 2 days or even the next day for service. If you can't get someone here today, I'm sweating by tonight. What if it breaks, Jason?
You call me, pal. That's what we do. Bueller Air and Plumbing.
But you're probably swamped with calls from everyone else's AC that ran nonstop and then broke in a heat wave, so they called you because that's what you do.
But we always have room for an emergency. At Bueller Air and Plumbing, we have techs standing by because we know these things happen.
So I don't need to worry. Wow. That time you calmed me down without even using the sunglasses.
Oh, I was reaching for them.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
All right, so we have this luncheon with Fred today. What a terrific way to get you all psyched for football season. The Jags home opener is tomorrow.
Yes.
The preseason opener, that is. We'll talk college ball with Fred and pick his brain on a bunch of pertinent opinions, and those that were fortunate enough to get tickets will be able to ask some of theirs as well. But what I'm super excited about here is I'm looking at the rundown, and it says at 11:15, ET will get the crowd juiced and excited.
E.T., are you going to sing My Heart Will Go
so
On?
I'm just curious, E.T., what exactly does that entail? What's going to be happening at 11? Because I'm totally in line for getting juiced and excited myself. I don't want to miss out on anything. If E.T. is getting the crowd juiced and excited with a 15-minute, warm up,
Well, it's funny you ask that, Jeff, because I'm also curious to know what that entails.
Oh, I'm sure you'll figure it out.
Yeah, I'll definitely figure it out.
Huh. Okay. Well, then we'll figure that out together. But looking forward to get out and glad handing with some of the Googans, seeing Fred and talking some football. Man, the Chargers got some terrible news yesterday.
Oh, gosh.
That Rashawn Slater is one of the best tackles in the league. In fact, was he the 99 Club, B? Was it him?
No, it was Lane Johnson.
Okay, yeah, one of those dudes got in the 99 Club. But Slater's been a perennial Pro Bowler. Has been a great draft pick out, I believe, Northwestern, wasn't it? They're going to miss the season. The starting tackle for the Chargers, torn patellar tendon. Chargers seem to be kind of one of those snake bit franchises that they just can't. The year that the year they had one of the best teams in the AFC, and Rivers would get hurt, and LT's banged up, Merriman's hurt, and they've got an insurmountable lead against the Jags until they don't. They lose that game. Their coach is, not the brightest bulb in the coaching closet, and he gets fired the next year. They wallow in the hangover of that Jags playoff loss for an entire season in 2023. Then they come in last year, and Jim Harbaugh rights the ship, and he wants to run the football, even though they're, Gus Edwards and J.K. Dobbins aren't really cooperating. And nonetheless, they do a good enough job that they're a playoff team, and lo and behold, they just are absolutely throttled by Houston. Justin Herbert, who threw 3 picks all year, threw 4. And, so now they've rebuilt the running room again. Those running backs are gone. Now they're going with Najee Harris from Pittsburgh. They drafted Omarion Hampton as a rookie.
They're going to run.
They're going to run. And now Slater, is...
It's a big loss.
That's a big loss.
They got Mekhi Becton to play inside.
Yeah, they have a good line anyway, but when you lose one of the top tackles in the league, I mean, that can be pretty devastating.
Yeah.
Right?
FSU's right down the road here over at UNF. They're practicing
Well, when you bring them in the
today.
cloak of darkness and you don't allow anyone to watch and you don't invite fans and you barely do interviews, you get the amount of coverage you deserve.
Yeah.
And if warchant.com or tannandgold.com or not garnetandgold.com or, the Seminole app or the Tallahassee Democrat, if they want to go out there and try their luck and talk to Mike Norvell, God bless you. If Mike Norvell doesn't want to, and coinciding with his visit, go on the 1010XL morning show, that's on you too.
Yeah.
So, but FSU fan, don't talk to us, man. Talk to your coach.
Yeah.
Talk to your program. Talk to your athletics department.
Baloo had a funny tweet. He goes, had his FSU practice report breakdown on Twitter.
Yeah.
Had a big blank page.
Yeah, he should. He should. And by the way, Mike Norvell, and again, I don't know if this is Mike Norvell exclusive. I'm not saying that he's a bad guy. Coaches have completely lost their way when it comes to being a conduit with the fans. They so don't care about the fans, so many of them. They care about their next big high-dollar deal, and they care about comporting themselves like they're Bill Belichick, closing down practices and taking guys off this and shutting down the booster circuit, and they just continue to flip the middle finger at the fan. And I'm sorry. If FSU football is coming to Jacksonville for 3 days, Mike Norvell should be all over the Jacksonville media, spreading the word about the brand, talking about the FSU football team, getting the local FSU fan base excited, making yourself available. But now you hide behind that 2 and 10 year, big guy. Yeah, good luck. Good luck this year.
A little bit of news, a little bit of an announcement from the Hollywood scene. I like to get this in before McNasty and the boys show up at 9 o'clock. After 4 divorces and 6 engagements, J-Lo says she will not be getting married again.
And the world yawned.
Do you believe that?
No, I don't believe that. Of course not. She's a serial wife.
Well, then people do care. You care. You want to see her get married again.
No, I don't.
Find true happiness.
I don't care at all. It's just, she's
true love.
Incapable of true love. If you've been married 6 times, you do not know what true love.
6 times, 4 times.
Okay, if you've been married 4 times, you don't know what true love looks like. You're incapable of true love.
I know that. I have a very good friend who's been married 5 times, and he has true love.
Okay.
True love.
Well, again,
it can happen.
It
can happen for any of us.
I wish nothing but the best for your friend. I really do. I would suggest that you're on tilt by the time you're looking for their 5th true love.
Yeah, I'd like to see somebody else I know go ahead and take care of that business too.
Somebody else you know.
I know well.
I don't know what you're talking about.
E.
What?
Would feelings be hurt? When Jeff or I are named best man?
Probably.
I mean, what would your uncle say? What would
it's one particular person.
What would some of the culture say?
No, I don't think the culture would have a problem with that.
You don't think so?
Nah.
When we go walking up that aisle, me and Jeff in the wedding party?
Bruh. The culture would love that.
Culture would love it, man.
Yeah, they would.
Look at my man Dan up there.
They would.
What is up? By the way, the Dead Dynasty, I said this yesterday, I'll say it again. The Dead Dynasty, 17-3 against the Raiders, Broncos, and Chargers. 51-9 in the division over the past decade. The Dead Dynasty. Oof.
Well, we talked about that yesterday, right? All 3 teams. And by the way, I don't believe in any of those jokers. I don't believe in the Broncos. I don't believe in the Raiders.
You don't believe in
the
them?
No.
Oh, no.
Chiefs are going to win the division by 3 games again. None of those teams are anything special. None of them are anywhere near the Chiefs class.
Why does there seem to be Ashton Genty hate already? Like I saw a picture.
Hate seems a little strong.
Ashton Genty ran for -1 last night on 3 carries.
Yeah.
And they said they put out a picture. Ashton Genty when he's not running against New Mexico and had a picture of Eddie Lacy.
Okay. That's why.
Fat Eddie Lacy.
That's why.
Yeah.
That's why. Because he piled up all his yards against like Emmitt Smith's New Mexico State game. It would be like if Emmitt Smith played New Mexico State every game.
Okay.
For the most part. So I think that's why.
Right.
And then against who'd they play? Penn State and didn't have a big game, did he? 20-something for 70-something. I'm worried about Ashton Genty in the NFL. I am. I'm worried about a guy that I didn't hear his name until last year. Didn't know who he was until August, until he opened the season with 3
why wouldn't you root for a guy like that?
I'm not rooting against him.
Why are those people so negative toward
Well, they're just trying to be funny. I don't know if they have negative feelings toward him. Okay. Yeah. I'll root for him, sure. I'm not anti, but I'm worried that he's going to be good.
Yeah. I was just curious.
Yeah.
Seems like because there's a few of those out. Didn't you see those, E?
Definitely saw him.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just, I think there's just a segment of sports fandom now or celebrity fandom. That's just how it is. It's just you can count on 30% no matter what or why or whatever reason. They're just going to be jerks.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just kind of, whether or not that strategy of living life, enjoying being the jerk is a good one. I mean, I'll leave it up to those that do it. But
one more thing before we go to break. This announcement from the WNBA.
Okay.
If you throw anything onto the court, you will be forced to attend 10 more WNBA games. This is the drill.
The drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
This is Eli Manning.
The Giants have won the Super Bowl.
Your MVP, ladies and gentlemen, Eli Manning. On 1010XL Jacksonville Sports Radio.
Frank Frangie here. Nimnick Buick GMC is proud to be the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Earned by treating customers with courtesy, respect, and fairness. All part of Nimnick's Treating You Right guarantee. The most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer. Nobody but Nimnick. For 3 generations, Nimnick has been the place customers keep coming back to. They treat you right, and they give a bunch back to the community. Visit NimnickBuickGMC.com today to learn more or visit their showroom off Phillips Highway. GMC, we are professional grade.
Hey, Hickey here for my friends at Beaches Dermatology. If you've seen me lately, you're saying, Dan, what's different about you? Why do you look so good? That's because I had a hydrofacial over at Beaches Dermatology. They took great care of me. They scrubbed my face. It's like a massage to the face. I recommend it highly to anyone who wants to try it. Look, skincare needs, yes, that skin needs to be taken care of. And I went there over to Beaches Dermatology off Solano Road. Shout out to all the folks out there, great people. Hello to Megan, hello to Summer, doing a great job out there. Appreciate them very much. And they want to remind you, take care of that skin. If something does pop up, though, go online at beachesdermatology.com. Make an appointment, get it checked out. But don't forget, they got other things that they can do to your skin to make it flourish, like mine is right now. Beachesdermatology.com. Lots of locations to serve you. Just go online at beachesdermatology.com.
Rock fans, get ready. Mike Campbell and the Dirty Knobs are rolling into the Florida Theater Thursday, August 14th. Founding member of Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Mike brings raw rock and roll, killer guitar riffs, and that unmistakable edge. Mike Campbell and the Dirty Knobs.
These are the best of times.
Get your tickets now at floridatheater.com. Mike Campbell and the Dirty Knobs, August 14th at Florida Theater.
This date in sports history is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On August 8th, 1992, the original United States Dream Team wins the basketball gold at the Barcelona Olympics.
Firehouse Subs has fries. Your hometown hero since '94 just cranked up the heat. Hot subs, crispy fries, golden, pillowy on the inside, and perfectly seasoned. Over 30 Jacksonville locations. Firehouse Subs, homegrown and now with fries.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Now this is how you end a summer. Under the lights, surrounded by history. The driver's last shot at the playoffs. Your last chance to see regular season action. Friday night, Xfinity lights the fuse. Saturday night, the Cup Series delivers the fireworks. This is Daytona. This is everything. NASCAR weekend at Daytona International Speedway, August 22nd and 23rd. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
At JEA, we're committed to keeping our community storm ready all year long. We continue to invest in our electric, water, and wastewater systems to make them more storm resistant. Our crews trim trees to help keep power lines clear from falling debris. Plus, our outage map and My JEA app make it easier than ever to report and track outages. Whatever storm season brings, we're ready to respond, restore, and keep you informed every step of the way. Learn more about our efforts and how you can prepare at jea.com/storm.
As a law enforcement officer, safe roads are one of my top priorities, ensuring everyone can get home safely each day. Some never will, due to aggressive driving, being distracted, or speeding on the roads. And too often, that results in the toughest part of my job and the longest walk in my life. I'm so sorry. I have some very sad news to share with you.
9 people will be killed on our Florida roadways today. Don't let it be you or a person you love. Buckle up every trip, every time. Let's get everyone home safely. A message from Florida Department of Transportation, Target Zero. For more information, visit targetzerofl.com.
Fumbled your fender? EV took a hit? Guardian Collision is your MVP with certified expert auto body repair for any electric vehicle. Guardian Collision, they guard what moves you. Visit guardiancollision.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. The Jaguars host the Steelers in their preseason opener. Kickoffs at 7 p.m. at Everbank Stadium. Wayfinding signs and stadium reps will be posted throughout the lots. For map and gate information, head to jaguars.com/stadium. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
It's 9:02 and it's 78 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
I'm fed, feeling X-rated. It's Mr. Nasty time. Oh, Mr. Nasty time. The nasty time.
Happy anniversary, baby. Got you on my mind.
Yeah.
Happy anniversary, baby.
True love.
Got you on my
That's what we're all about around here. Finding that soulmate. Don't ever give up.
I'm not saying give up. I'm just saying if you think that J-Lo is headed towards finding a soulmate, true love.
Keep swinging, J-Lo.
Yeah, I'd probably bet on a different horse than that one. Just saying.
Welcome back to the show. Time to get nasty. 9 o'clock time. All bets are off. We'll keep it clean over at the Fred Taylor luncheon today. Heading over to the Alhambra. Doors open at 11. Be there, be square. If you got your tickets, we'll also be handing out free stuff, as in 904.
We got some. It's a battle cry. We have some tickets to Saturday's game. That'll be up for grab. But of course, it's such a exclusive audience at this point. I don't know what good it does rubbing it in. There's just rubbing it in on those that are sitting right now, wishing they could be highfalutin with us. But hey, you had all kinds of opportunities.
Oh, it was easy.
So just be listening for those bells and whistles moving forward, and then you won't get this fear of missing out like you're going to have to deal with today.
That was easy, right?
Yeah, wasn't hard
easy to win there.
What will have you done this as far as your baseball race? Have you looked at like how many it's going to take?
Yeah, a little bit.
Have you looked at other teams? Are you concerned? I think you're 3.5 ahead of the final wild card. Is there any part of fear of completely missing the playoffs coming into play?
If we don't win, I mean, when are we going to win?
Well, and so at what point do you go from a good team that's not winning to I'm not sure I'm a good team? Are you there yet?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say. I think you're a good team.
Yeah, I'm disappointed.
I'm worried about the pitching. I've been saying that since the year started.
It's pitching. Pitching is not the problem.
I know.
Not the problem at all.
That's the funny thing.
It's the hitting. It's the atrocious, gutless hitting. And so going forward, they got Milwaukee for 3. I mean, they lose these 3. The Reds get the Pirates now. The Reds lost to the Pirates last night, and you guys beat the Marlins. So,
the Marlins.
But again, the bigger issue is, and listen, the Mets don't make the playoffs back-to-back years a lot, so going back to the playoffs would be a big deal for the Mets. But if you get to the tournament, man, you want to have a chance. The only way the Mets are going to have a chance is if they start playing good baseball again. They got, what do we have played 115 games. That means we got 25, 35, 45, 55, 41 to go. Well,
I brought up baseball just
probably need to win. Probably got to be about 86, 87.
Well, I will bring it up, and sadly, I'm saddled with a losing baseball team that it doesn't matter what they do every night. Yet there I am watching as Drake Baldwin homered twice yesterday. Anywho, this is probably
surprised you didn't turn it off when you were down in that game.
Well, sometimes you fight harder than the team you're actually watching. This might be the best baseball weekend definitely the best baseball weekend of this year.
Mm-hmm.
And it might be the best baseball weekend in a long time.
Why is that?
And I notice things like this when my team doesn't matter. I'm forced to look at other intriguing storylines. So maybe I'm speaking out of place, but let me tell you, okay.
Brewers playing the Cubs or something? Or no, we got the Brewers.
Okay, you got Astros, Yankees.
That's a good one.
You've got
Astros only a game and a half ahead of the Mariners. My World Series pick in the American League.
Well, and you can make fun of it all you want, but Mets, Brewers.
Mm-hmm.
You've got Phillies, Rangers.
Yeah.
You've got Cubs, Cardinals.
Mm-hmm.
You've got Red Sox, Padres.
Mm-hmm.
And you got Blue Jays, Dodgers. I mean, these are like,
series,
you know, if you took the top 12 teams in the league, you got about 8 of them right there mixed in with each other. So a really, really good weekend of regular season baseball, and a lot, you know, there's a lot of scoreboard watching involved with all those matchups.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then nestled in there, you have, if you would have told me when the season started that one team would be playing spoiler when they met in mid-August, I would have said the Marlins would be playing. But no, it's the Braves trying to squash the Marlins. Very, very faint heartbeat of a playoff hope.
We got you guys next, so
good for you. That'll be that'll be a get well series for you.
Yeah,
No,
nice.
we're terrible. You say we play 5 against the Marlins. Maybe we'll win 1 of the next 4.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, but would we play 3 or 4 with you? 3?
3
in your place or ours? It's probably yours. We've been home for a while, haven't we?
I don't. Yeah, we
Right?
go back home.
Yeah, we just went. We've had a big homestand here. We've won about 2 games.
No, wait, it might be. Let me look, because we just left.
Or actually, did we go on the road
No,
for
I
a
think
series?
it's at your place.
Yeah, I don't pay much attention.
I think it's at your place.
Didn't we? But haven't we been at home since? Yeah, we.
No, we're home. Yeah.
Oh no, that's right. We turned around and went on the road. I forget.
We just had a 3-game set on the road, and then we're home for 6 with Atlanta and Seattle. Ooh. And then we play the East. Then we go, and then that'll determine it. We go from Tuesday, August 19th. We go at Washington, at Atlanta versus Philly versus the Marlins. And then we got 4 more at Philly. We got a tough schedule, man. We got San Diego on there. We got Texas on there. We got the Cubs on there. We got a tough schedule.
Yeah, we have 4 more with the Marlins, including a doubleheader on Saturday. Then we're at the Mets.
Uh-huh.
At the Mets for 3, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Then we're at, it doesn't matter where we're at. I don't care where we're at. We're losing all of them.
Yeah.
Then we play the Mets. I'm just looking at where we can play spoiler. We play the Mets 3 in August. Miami's no longer a spoiler. The Fish suck. I don't know why. I'll stop. We're never going to do anything. We got 4 at the Phillies. We can play spoiler. We got 3 at the Cubs. We play spoiler. We got 3 against Seattle. Then we got.
I saw
3.
Chris Sale says Chris Sale's going to pitch again this year.
This is freaking hard schedule. Good thing we're not in it. I'd be going crazy. You ready for this schedule? Like, imagine if the Braves were in it. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
We'll just pick it up with. We'll pick it up at your place. We'd have 3 at the Mets and then 3 at Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
Then we'd get a home series with the White Sox. Okay. Then we'd have 3 with the Mets. We'd have 4 at the Phillies. We'd have 3 at the Cubs. We'd have 3 at home against Seattle. We'd have 3 at home against the Cubs. We'd have 3 at home against the Astros.
Oof.
Then you'd go to the Nats. Okay. Then you'd have 3 at Detroit. And then actually the break would have come at the end. They would have had 4. They would have had 7 with the Nats, 3 with the Pirates, and 3 with Detroit. But again, none of that matters. If it mattered, I might be better off being 18 under 500 and not watching us lose all these games that would have mattered and drive myself crazy. Instead, I'll just focus on football.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We'll see how it goes, but it's it's.
But
it's
anyway,
go time.
great weekend to watch ball. A lot of games have really important ramifications. What are we down to again? As the guy who has lost track of the season, how many games are actually left?
45.
So yeah. Wow, that's still a lot of games.
There's a lot of games.
You can make up 5 games in a week in baseball.
Oh, yeah.
There is a lot going to happen. I mean, if we took a snapshot right now, Blue Jays over the Red Sox by 4, Yankees 6.5 back. Detroit over Cleveland by 6. Houston over Seattle by 1.5. Rangers 4.5 back. Take a snap. The Mets 2.5 back. Cubs 4 back in Milwaukee. That could flip. I mean, so much happens.
Mm-hmm.
All it takes is that one slump where you lose 8 out of 10, and all these good teams have had that point.
Mm-hmm.
You're an extended version, both you and the Yankees. The Dodgers have done it. They've had those stretches where they haven't won.
I'm watching the
Dodgers only 2 games up, by the way.
Watching the Sha'Carri Richardson boyfriend altercation footage.
She cuffed him up pretty good, didn't she?
She did.
I don't think she cuffed him up pretty good.
She didn't? I'm going by I haven't seen it.
I thought she.
You did? She shoved him.
Yeah, like she was
She's
like,
in his face.
like moving him around. Like he showed a lot of restraint.
He did.
Like, I'm glad he did that.
Yeah, she shoved him about 3-4 times, but I mean, I don't know, man.
What happened? He forgot the weed?
Oh, God.
Not at the airport. Yeah, she's all on him though, boy.
Yes, she was.
She's mad. Throwing a little right elbow. But I don't know. It's
at that point, like Shakari, come on, you're in the airport.
Yeah.
Like,
they're charging her. He doesn't want to.
Yeah.
Right. Those are the odds. So in which case that never comes through, right? If the guy who was but that's not assault either way.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's not.
It's public. It's a public domestic issue. At the end of the day, girls can get mad and slap on us. We can't do anything in return. Unless somebody's hurting you, I have a hard time calling it assault. That's like when they get you assault because like somebody throws a paper airplane and it hits you or some nonsense. Right. Assault with a death. What? So yeah, I mean, I think the court of public opinion, she embarrasses herself. He's a grown man. He can decide whether he wants to be with this wackadoodle. I would suggest if you're with a woman who acts like that and treats you like that at the airport, probably time to move along. Again, Deer's drill.
You never are sure how to handle these situations. I'm looking at one at Disney. There was one at Disney World where the woman was beaten in front of horrified parkgoers and crying children, 22-year-old kid. Seen on the viral video being subdued by Good Samaritans after he allegedly got violent with a woman near the baseball-themed hot dog stand, Casey's Corner.
Sure.
I don't know if the hot dogs.
Tempers always flare at the hot corner.
Yeah.
Don't be skipping.
Yeah.
Well,
the deputy said,
a 22-year-old beat up a girl?
Yeah, the 22-year-old said that the deputy said the 22-year-old suddenly became upset with her and pushed the left side of her face away and then punched her, knocked her to the ground, giving her a bloody nose.
Oh, you wildin'.
Video from the chaotic scene showed a young woman in a Mickey Mouse hat identified as his sister and their mother holding napkins to their noses after the attack. So he's beating up his family?
Oh, yeah.
Disney has become the Star Wars bar. You walk in there, it's just freaks and fools all around you. I remember it used to be just little happy kids, man.
They were supposed to be the happiest place on earth.
Well,
Why is he so upset?
Disney. Well, I'll tell you what's so upset. I mean, this number.
Oh, he's kids got mental schizophrenia.
The 22-year-old.
Yeah.
Well, but these like, shame on Disney, and they do it because they can get away with it. These poor families from middle America, Iowa, that drive down to Disney for a week and spend $12,000 to stay in a hotel and go to the park.
Mm-hmm.
The expense, what they charge, is just so beyond ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. I mean, the line item of some of that, a guy took his family to breakfast, and he gets the bills like him and his wife, 4 kids and maybe one other one, and a breakfast bill's like $480.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what are we doing, bro?
Let's take a break. We'll come back. We do have some Dear Drill letters, I think. I think those are floating around, so we haven't done that in a couple of weeks. We'll get that out, and more coming up right here as we get ready for the Steelers coming to town.
Pittsburgh Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Get an inside look at football's greatest position with Denny Thompson.
I'm Denny Thompson, and they call me the quarterback whisperer.
He shares his insights Friday mornings on The Drill. Tuned up by Tyson Sound and Security and George Moore Chevrolet on 1010XL.
Hey, it's Joe C. My friends at CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living can elevate your grilling experience with a durable high-end grill from great brands like Coyote, DCS, Alfresco, and American Made, and make an outdoor kitchen custom built to your taste and lifestyle. Visit their local showroom and see all the new displays at CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living.
You dream it, we build it. CSS.
Ticket here with lots more on George Moore Chevrolet. Hey, Justin Moore, what are you doing in our commercial?
Dan, this Moore just wanted to remind folks the vehicle's less than $20,000 on our lot. Or you can always go more with our Silverado EV.
I have my boy Blue, that beautiful Gator Blue Silverado. Love, love, love it. And that service department, second to none. Let's just say it means more to Gabe and the boys who take great care of us.
Not to mention, we do more for the community. We love Jacksonville. Been around these parts since 1986.
George Moore Chevrolet. Need I say more?
Man, jack of all trades, masters of none?
It just feels like at every turn nowadays, every company can do all work. Not us. Hi, Stevie Beatrice here, second-generation plumber right here in Jacksonville, Florida. We are your master plumbing company that only focuses on all your plumbing needs. So for your next plumbing job, don't call another Jack. Call Beatrice Plumbing, where plumbing is what we do and plumbing is what we're great at. Beatrice Plumbing, here to help.
I'm Hammer and Hayes Carline, and I've been known to drop an opinion like a 2-ton hammer. Weekdays on The Frangie Show.
Hammer Time with Hayes on 1010XL. Driven by Kia on Atlantic. Check us out at KiaOnAtlantic.com.
The Golf Club of Southampton has big plans for 2026, renewing the greens plus plenty more. But right now is the time to take advantage of member opportunities before the big renovation. Now until the end of September, you can join and save 50% off their initiation fee plus $500 back in a gift card with a 12-month commitment. All the details are at golfsouthampton.com. Playability for every skill level and a huge practice area to hone your game. Lock in now and enjoy membership privileges at the Golf Club of Southampton.
A new era of women's professional soccer has arrived. The Gainbridge Super League, redefining the game for the next generation. Sporting Jacks, the first ever pro women's team on the First Coast. Be there for history. Secure your tickets now at sportingjacks.com.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Like a lot of guys, Jacksonville's Mitch Fandel thought he could get a better deal on his engagement ring at one of those well-known big box corporate jewelry stores at the town center. But then he discovered locally owned Beard's Diamonds.
Beard's had by far the largest selection.
And he couldn't believe the no middleman prices at Beard's.
We were able to afford, it was probably twice the size of what she wanted, stayed within my budget. I wanted to buy her a bigger ring than she wanted to get. Kind of a win-win for everybody.
But the best part, Mitch didn't feel like a number at Beard's. He got personal one-on-one attention with zero pressure.
Some of the other stores that we did go into, they were big corporate chains, so that might have played a factor into us not really getting the service that I was looking for.
Beard's Diamonds, with no commission salespeople and owners who are right here in Jacksonville.
Keeping local dollars in Jacksonville and in the community is great.
Beard's Diamonds.
Anybody that I know, I want them to shop at Beard's. You're going to get a great experience.
At St. John's Town Center.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Oh, yeah! Uncle Leo is back! Come on now.
Yeah.
You got a cute way of talking.
Let's go.
You got the better of me. Just snap your fingers and I'm walking.
Like a dog.
Like a dog.
Hanging on a leash.
Leo's quite the falsetto, isn't it?
I'm in a spin.
I'm in a spin.
Spin on here.
You make me feel like dancing.
Oh, yeah. Friday. Football Friday. Big finish.
Everything's good till about now.
Come on.
I feel like, yeah.
Let's take it.
Yeah.
Thank you, E. One more time.
Yeah.
All right, I got to this text, and I will then immediately read my response. Then
Okay.
we'll check out the mailbag, but E.T., I got a text. The Braves will get the first female umpire over the weekend.
I saw that.
That's great. They can share product. Just leave it at that.
Sheesh.
You out of anything? Hey,
harsh.
Are you out of degree? Austin Riley, I've got some for you. Just saying. What do you mean? I'm in breath mints.
Razor.
All rough.
Yeah. It's it's a big weekend for Braves baseball. Do you agree with Liam Cohen playing everyone?
Yeah.
Would you?
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but again, I'm not big on like playing for 4 snaps. If you're going to play, you play. So and I think he's going to play him a quarter, which is good. Get a couple drives in there and get going. And, we got a lot of work to do. And it's good for him and his coaching staff to go through this. Again, we talked about this a week ago. With the scrimmage was good. This is a good dress. These dress rehearsals will help them as well to make sure they're buttoned up. We don't want to have – listen, Liam Cohen's calling the plays. There should one thing that hurt Trevor clearly is when you break the huddle with 6 seconds left and you got to burn a timeout or get a penalty or whatever. And that happened far too frequently with this last coaching staff. So
to the point, and Trevor didn't show frustration a lot, but the times that he did, it usually involved that.
It usually did.
Not having things run. And I know that has been a big point of emphasis, and so we'll get the first returns on that. I mean, Liam Cohen was asked a question. I can't remember where it was, who asked it exactly. It was a pretty simple answer. No penalties. That's why. What are you looking for in the script? No penalties. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Good, solid.
Stay healthy, yeah.
Stay on schedule, right? Yeah. Keep on schedule in your game plan and in your drives. And, I don't know how much we will be able to draw from that, on Saturday night. But, to your point, if you're going to play, you play. I do think, though, that you open up a whole lot of possibilities for second guessing. And because if you come out of this game with an injury that didn't have to happen. Now, granted, that's football.
Right.
But at the end of the day, these don't have to happen. And you can say, well, they practice every day. You're less likely to get injured in practice than you are in a game. Wasn't it Hollywood Brown here last year, first quarter?
Yeah. He
lost for
gone.
the year. Gone for the year.
Basically.
They really never got anything out of him. And the poor Chiefs, all they did was make the Super Bowl. Imagine what could have happened if he had gotten hurt.
Poor guys.
They actually went against the grain, and they sat Mahomes here last year, didn't they? Did he play at all, or did he play the one possession? I remember they brought in the quarterback none of us had heard of, remember? The 3-name guy?
Yeah.
Ended up QBing for Kansas City in that preseason opener. So, I'm with you. I don't mind seeing guys play. I just hope like heck they don't get injured.
No. You don't want
the last thing you need is to lose your quarterback. Look, sometimes what's the most fortunate training camp injury in the history of the league?
Most fortunate?
Like one team could never have been happier than to send their star out there.
Trent Green.
Yeah. Kurt Warner probably have never played.
Probably not.
Probably never played in the league.
Yeah.
In the last few years as a third teamer.
Yeah.
And Trent Green getting hurt in that preseason game opened the door for Kurt Warner. They went on to win the Super Bowl.
He went on to the Hall of Fame.
Onto the Hall of Fame. Amazing.
Amazing story.
And he's another amazing one. Usually when guys get really good, if they get not so good for a couple of years, they don't end up really good again. They might be okay.
Right.
But Warner was, fantastic MVP level for the Rams.
Yeah.
Disappeared with the Giants.
But you got to think.
Non-factor with like 2 years with the Giants. And couldn't get on the field.
Then went to Arizona and got it back.
Went to Arizona and went to the Super Bowl.
You're a fan of the Rams.
What do you mean?
And if you're a fan of the Rams and Trent Green goes down before your eyes,
right,
you're just devastated.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the season's over in the preseason, and then lo and behold, they never knew what they were unleashing.
By the way, I'll ask both you guys, and you'll both know this answer as we get ready for preseason football. There's no question about it. Greatest play in Jags preseason history.
Oh, all right. Are you?
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it was what last preseason or 2 preseasons ago?
It was 2 ago.
Yeah, against Dallas.
Who was the guy?
Rourke.
Nathan Rourke.
Nathan Rourke. Yeah.
What a play!
I know he's a quarterback. I'm trying to recall the.
You don't remember it. You didn't watch it because it was
I watched
the greatest play by a Jaguar quarterback in the history of the preseason.
It just goes to show how the preseason resonates with me.
Now
I also Nathan Rourke already.
I also saw one.
I did tell you that Indiana quarterback is his brother.
Yeah, what Nathan Rourke did is he broke like 4, in the grass.
Yeah.
And he got out of it. And then as he was falling down, he threw a dart 28 yards to the. I don't know who the receiver was. All he had to do was catch it. The other great play, and neither of you will remember
Tim
this.
Jones, of course.
But there was a game. I saw this yesterday. It's the only reason that I was reminded because I would have never got it. There was a game. It was the Jags and the Giants, and TC was our guy. Okay. And the preseason game. This is all preseason moments. 2000. And Johnny Quinn's back to pass. Giants are up 13-12. We're in the red zone. And Johnny Quinn tries to stick one down the middle of the field. And the ball is intercepted with under 10 seconds to go, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So we're at the 22 of the Giants. Johnny Quinn throws it. Ball's picked off at the 1 yard line, but at an angle. He's running backwards. And Golden, their Giants linebacker, tackles his own guy to get him down in the end zone. Except when he tackled him to get him down in the end zone, the ball popped out into the hands of number 48 for the Jags, who grabbed the ball, and we won the game. And on the field at the time, I'm seeing people like Gamble, Landolt, Whitted, Thomas, Quinn, Howard. What's Howard most well known for?
He married the actress girl, the singer girl.
Not a singer.
The actress?
Yeah.
Who is it?
Who is it, E?
Chris Howard. Who's he married to, E?
Who was he married to?
Oh, he's not anymore?
No.
Well, I don't know. I mean, you look at me like I care.
Who's Dwayne Wade's wife?
Oh, Gabrielle.
Oh, that's who he was
Union.
married to?
Yeah.
Gabrielle Union.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I knew he was married to a famous person.
Yeah, Chris Howard married Gabrielle Union. But yeah. Yeah. And you see Big Bo not dressed on the sidelines.
Always hurt.
Yeah. I don't think he was hurt. It was a preseason game. But Jonathan Quinn threw the pick, and the Jags won the game. Only people that mattered if you were betting on that.
It's very hard to remember.
13-9 was the score. Jags win 16-13.
I remember, right. I think the memory, the preseason memory, the preseason game memory I have didn't happen on the field.
Mm-hmm.
It was when we were in Dallas one year for a preseason game. And like the sixth plague of the apocalypse hit in the middle of the game. And while we're in the game, these locusts or cicadas or whatever, you remember that, Hick?
Oh, yeah.
They're landing all over the field on the sideline. It's like a invasion of the some sort of sci-fi movie.
Back when we used to do the games on our station when Jeff and I were working together in TV, and Jeff was the noted sideline reporter, and I got to do the play-by-play. And we went to Kansas City for a game, and we got a cab. We went out the night we got there to the casino, right?
Go get barbecue in the casino.
Yeah. And we got in with this cab driver. It was Kaminsky was with us, right?
Yeah.
And so cab driver just started F-bombing.
Every other word. And you just met people, you know?
Yeah, and so I didn't hold back.
Yeah, so we decided to play
I started
along.
firing right back, and Jeff then now we're all in this middle.
Everything we say, every other word is an F-bomb, because that's how this guy talks.
Right.
So we're like, okay, we'll play. And we're just laughing amongst ourselves.
laughing.
He has no idea. He thinks we're laughing at the content. It
was great.
Yeah, what is this guy? And then Hick and I have had some odd taxi guys through the years. Remember the guy in Vegas?
Yeah.
That we got on the way, and he's getting all weird and political and this. That guy. I don't need any of that.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Like in the cab, like, bro, I don't even know you.
Right.
I mean, this guy's F this, F that, this S. I mean, I don't know if I've ever heard a guy talk where like every other word is a profanity. It was fantastic. We're gonna come back and open the.
All right, before we go to break, real quick, just a question for you.
Then we're coming back with the hard questions that lead to profanity at Steer Drill.
Yeah, you like to go to the beaches. You'll go to beaches.
I love the beach.
Yeah,
I like to put up my tent, though.
Yeah.
I got to have a tent.
Yeah, you'll go to the beach.
I can sit there I could go to the beach at 10 in the morning.
I just want to know if you've ever been to any of these.
Are these nude
Florida
beaches?
beaches? Playa Linda Beach at Canaveral National Seashore.
Are these nude beaches?
Blind Creek Beach in Fort Pierce.
Sure, I've been there.
Apollo Beach in Volusia County, right down the road.
My taint got sunburned there one year.
Hallover Beach in Miami.
Hallover Beach is where we were bouncing around nude there. It's hell to get the boats in and out of the Hallover.
Those are four Florida beaches that make the top 10 best nude beaches in the United States.
You bet we have. Sure.
Yeah.
Of all the things that sound so off-putting and unfun, a nude beach may be top of the list in every way.
Yeah.
In what
we don't exactly have the.
There's nothing good about a nude beach. You want to talk about desexualizing the entire existence of man.
Yeah.
That's a nude beach, a place for sweaty, crevice, sandy grossness.
I get that tan, man.
I think people hear that and they think they're turning on Hugh Hefner's old show on E.
Yeah.
The people that go to nude beaches are not good to look at.
Take it from one who knows.
They're big, saggy, hairy, unattractive people for the most part.
Dear Drill Net.
That's fact.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios, here's Linda Beaver.
Hey, school's in session, and here's today's lesson. We have hundreds of certified vehicles to choose from, starting as low as $89.99. Plus, they come with a 7-year, 100,000-mile peace of mind warranty and free oil changes. That means you and your soon-to-be drivers will be protected. Plus, every purchase allows us to fund teachers' projects for the entire school year. Your next assignment, get to Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine, Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville, or Beaver Mitsubishi in St. Augustine. We're here to wow you and our teachers.
Baloo here for Smoonez Vision. Why Smoonez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smoonez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smoonez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smoonez is fellowship trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmoonezVision.com today. Care you can see.
Hi, I'm Sean Monahan from Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach. Since 1977, we've been Jacksonville's local family jeweler with a beautiful selection of fine jewelry and certified diamonds. But we're also Jacksonville's leading buyer of gold, silver, and diamonds from the public. Gold's recently hit an all-time high at over $3,000 per ounce. Pay bills, buy something fun. Now is the time to sell your gold for cash and get top dollar, or trade it in for a new piece and get even more at Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach.
Hey, it's one of life's most important decisions. If you're 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, you have children, of course you want to take care of your family. That's why I'm here to tell you about Matt Hinson and the Hinson Law Firm. Matt's the attorney. I'm not. But listen, it's time to do that will. Get it done. Get it out of the way. Take care of it. Why? You work hard for your money, man. You should be able to decide where your money goes if something should happen to you. Planning also helps minimize income, gift, and estate taxes. And Matt Hinson's your guy. He's been doing it for a long time. He knows how to do it. He's going to help you with your decisions. He'll provide you information needed. So choices are easy. It's the Hinson Law Firm. You got questions, reach out to Maddie, 527-1700, 904-527-1700. The offices are in Jacksonville, Florida. Gang, don't let the state decide your fate.
Duck Duck Rooter. We've seen it all. Whatever's blocking your pipes, we'll get it flowing again. Call 904-862-6769 now to schedule your drain cleaning service. That's 904-862-6769 or online at duckduckrooter.com.
This is Mark Nato. My sons and I have seen the doctors and PAs at Southeast Ortho for everything from lumbar spine stress to elbow tendonitis. Southeast has always been there, been truthful, and always been on point. Everything they say happens. We can't thank them enough for what they've done and the great care that they have taken of our sons.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
If your ride is making strange noises, don't wait and make it worse. Come to Action Transmission on Merrill Road. My expert technicians can diagnose the problem and likely fix it fast. Experience the difference at Action Transmission on Merrill Road.
Hacker here. You know, those of you that have listened to me for years realize that I used to do a lot of different weight loss things, a lot of different things that I tried that just never worked for one reason or the other. And then Awaken 180 Weight Loss came along, and I heard Mike Dempsey and Matt Hayes talking about it, and I thought, you know what? What the heck? What do I have to lose? I'm going to give it a try. I had low expectations, to be honest, based on previous history, but I learned very quickly that Awaken 180 Weight Loss is the best weight loss program I was ever on. I dropped 19 pounds my first 2 weeks on Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Went on to lose over 100 pounds total. I'm keeping the weight off with the Awaken 180 Weight Loss Maintenance Program. Awaken 180 Weight Loss, without a shadow of a doubt, is the best weight loss program I have ever been on, and the results speak for themselves. If it's time for you to lose some weight like it was for me, go to awaken180weightloss.com or call 844-346-1800. You can do it. Awaken 180 Weight Loss.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Now the cool down with Donovan Air, Electric and Plumbing, keeping Jack's cool since '87.
I'm cooling down on all of the experiences those have had in the rideshare programs, whether you're taking a taxi or an Uber. I've got this guy.
Rideshare programs.
I once had a paralyzed driver show up. He drove with an actual pool stick.
Okay.
My Uber driver, 1 a.m., Phoenix Airport. is dropping just some hardcore racist opinions 5 minutes into the drive.
Hey.
Yeah, I'd rather just keep that to yourself. As for the nude beaches, I feel like you have to be a 60-year-old European to want to go to a nude beach.
Yeah,
That's accurate, bro.
sounds about right. Sounds about right. All right, well, we got some Dear Drill letters here. Like to always give our new friends some credit. So, Dear Drill brought to you by our friends at Oceanside Cleaners, the very best.
They're going to be proud on this
The major leagues, the creme de la creme in cleaning. They dominate the industry. They make it easy, man. Free pickup and delivery. Just give them a call. They'll come get you. You can drop it off at their kiosks 24/7. They text you when it's ready. I mean, they go above and beyond. And listen, I've been going to Oceanside Cleaners forever. And I got to honestly say they've never messed up anything. And I know that if they do, they make it right. Michael P. Harris and his family, they're great folks. They've been around for decades doing this. It's a labor of love for him, man. And they know how to clean. They say if it's got fabric, they can clean it. Dry cleaning and laundry, bedding, and award-winning bridal ground preservation. Oceanside Cleaners, 2 locations to serve you: Jacksonville, Southside Boulevard, and in Palm
All right,
Beach.
we got some tough life situations out here on the First Coast. It's been about 6 months or a year now. We came up with a great idea to help you all out. Now, look, sometimes tough questions,
tough words,
tough answers,
tough lessons.
That's why we're not giving your actual name. We're just kind of names have been changed to protect the innocent. We're just going to certain parts of the city, but we won't call you out as fact if you send us some sort of nonsensical, delusional, why your life's not going well. Well, here's why.
Dear Drill.
Okay. Start.
I've been incarcerated for 21 months.
Okay.
I stay in contact with my immediate family, except my brother. I think he slept with my girlfriend a couple of weeks before I came to prison, although I'm not 100% sure. He tells family it's not true, and he wants me to reach out. I don't know if I can until I'm completely sure he didn't do it. Do you have any advice? Dear Drill.
I mean, I guess when you're locked up, your mind can go anywhere. You think about 1,000 different things. That would be low, like for me, or what's going on in my life, E.G. I mean, here's my advice. Reach out, ask it. First decide if you're going to believe his answer. If you're not going to believe his answer, then just continue like this forever, I guess. But reach out and ask him. Hey, bro, I just got to know. They're telling me you slept with my girl. And if he says yes or no, you go with that answer and move forward. But just sitting around wondering doesn't... You're in jail, boss.
Incarcerated.
Oh, man, that's your brother.
Yeah.
How long was he incarcerated? Does the letter?
He's been in 21 months.
He's still in.
21 months.
Still in, though. He's not out yet.
Oh, man. Hey, bro. She probably for the streets, bro.
Yeah. By now, if she did sleep with your brother, she can't still be your girlfriend, can she?
It can't be.
I don't know.
Probably for the streets.
And by the way, it's terrible on your brother. I understand being mad. Get an answer, and then, but stop like formulating what ifs without knowing the truth.
The what ifs.
I just want to add. I don't give advice, but I do want to add to the incarcerated one. Don't seek revenge, otherwise you'll be back incarcerated again.
That's true. Maybe with a teardrop tattoo.
Yeah, definitely.
It might be time to focus on yourself.
Thank you, E. Dear Drill, this is from a Guggenella.
Okay.
I'm a 50-year-old single mom.
Okay.
Very close with my 20-year-old daughter. She's away at college. I haven't dated for 12 years, partly because I didn't want distractions for parenting. Recently, a young man has contacted me for a casual relationship.
Okay.
These are my issues. He's 21.
How old is she?
50.
My daughter would be disgusted. I could never tell her. 6 years ago, he was a student of mine. I teach high school. Nothing inappropriate happened when he was a student. In fact, he had such a rude attitude. I once met with his mom. I know this could never go anywhere, but I don't want anything to go anywhere. At this point in my life, I would like to date casually. He lives several hours away, so we would see each other only occasionally. I'm trying to decide whether my reluctance is justified and I should decline, or if I'm taking societal ideals too personally and I should have some fun, but keep this from my daughter.
Go get you some, honey.
Oh, boy.
If his 21-year-old's willing to rock your world for a couple of months, don't tell your daughter.
Oh, no.
Don't tell anybody. He used to be a student.
Oh, dear.
That's kind of sketch. That bothers me a little bit. He's a 21-year-old man. I mean, my questions...
Oh, gosh.
I guess my questions in this would be more for him. Bro, you sure?
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot about this woman that I would want to be around a lot. I mean, you gave up dating for 12 years to raise a daughter. That's not very good multitasking. I don't know. Maybe a movie here or there. But, man, we got some repressed libido here for a few years. She ready to go. Yeah. She ain't finding some 46-year-old divorced doctor, man.
Correct.
She's going straight for the 21-year-old.
Oh, dear. This is an easy one. Stella, go get your groove back, girl.
Oh, no.
If that young tenderoni want a piece of Stella.
Oh, the tenderoni.
If that young tenderoni want a piece of Stella, then dang it, Stella, give that young tenderoni what he want.
Now Stella got her groove back.
Go get your groove back, Stella.
No, listen, I'm not going to break down here over the again, if you're going to marry him and you're asking us to deal with the dynamics of your daughter, those are all big things. If you're talking about having
some fun,
if you're having a sneaky little friend with benefit, that's your business.
There's a phrase that came out not too long ago. I believe it said YOLO, girl.
Yeah.
You only live once.
I don't
Stella.
know. It looks like we got this one a couple weeks ago. I'm just going to make this small prediction. This has already occurred.
Okay.
Stella got her groove back.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she'd already.
The tenderoni has visited.
That tenderoni pulled up.
Yes. Do we have time for one more? I think we do. Dear Drill, our 40-year-old son is a full-fledged narcissist and blames us, his sister, her husband, my husband, and me, for a family schism that has gone on for 2 years.
Okay.
He tells lies about us, he keeps us from our granddaughter. Any attempt to contact him is met with venomous, foul-mouthed texts in return. Our son went through a nasty divorce and horrible custody proceeding, but we did our best to support him financially and emotionally at that time. He is now supposedly happily remarried, but he continues to deny us access to his daughter, our granddaughter.
Okay.
We are heartbroken. This is not the way we raised him. Suggestions?
Yeah, your what is it? Your son? Your
son?
Yeah, your son's on drugs.
Oh.
Yeah. So until he gets the help that he needs. Yes, he's volatile. He's all over the place. He's a narcissist. He changes his opinion for no reason. I mean, it's all the signs here. He's either like a drug addict or an alcoholic. And I'm sorry you don't get to see your grandson. The toxicity of your 40-year-old means, I think in the meantime, you do life without him. I mean, nobody needs to call anybody to be dog-cussed and insulted and gaslighted and all that stuff. I mean,
right.
If you can get to somebody who can get to him, it sounds like there's something going on there.
Bruh. It's time for an intervention.
Oh.
Like, we all need to come together and tell you about yourself.
Okay.
And if you don't agree, then we don't need to speak. So, I mean, sometimes it's your family will do it to you. It's the hardest ones to. Sometimes a minus equals a plus.
Okay. Well done. Those are Dear Drill letters brought to you by our friends at Oceanside Cleaners. This from Jordan Schultz. Anthony Richardson declared out last night with a finger injury. X-rays came back clean. Should be back on the practice field in the coming days. So, good news there. We'll take a break and make the turn for home next. Right
it's
here
a
on The Drill.
GFL Friday on 1010XL.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Summer's winding down, and Jenkins Hyundai of Jacksonville has great deals. Cruise on the roadways and highways in a stylish new Tucson, pack the family into a spacious Santa Fe, or explore our selection of quality pre-owned vehicles. Find hot deals on Hyundais. Backed by our exclusive nationwide lifetime warranty, Jenkins Hyundai of Jacksonville.com. Visit us on Atlantic Boulevard. For all life's journeys, Jenkins Hyundai of Jacksonville is here. Welcome to the family. See dealer for details.
Are you an experienced chiller technician and looking for a role where your skills are truly valued? It's time to make the move to Local 234, plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. You'll get top pay, comprehensive health and welfare benefits for your family, and a pension that doesn't come out of your pocket. Join the team that's got your back. Local 234, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit UA234.com to send your resume today.
Equal opportunity employer.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
I'll be honest with you, it is because of Beards that I felt so confident getting down on one knee because I knew she would love the ring.
Jacksonville native Dr. Arian Afshari talking about the engagement ring he got from Beards Diamonds.
I spent everything I had on that ring, so I really wanted it to be an awesome ring.
Dr. Afshari loved the fact that at Beards, nobody's on commission. In fact, they even showed him how he could get the look he wanted and spend less than he budgeted.
There was a bigger diamond and a nicer diamond that I was looking at, and they actually steered me away from that to make sure I wouldn't feel stressed out or financially burdened when I walked out of there, which was really nice.
And he loves the fact that Beards is locally owned for over 4 decades, a refreshing alternative to those big box corporate jewelers.
You've got the experts there to talk to you. I don't think you get that from anywhere else in the town center. You're just a number when you walk into a big box store.
Local owners, no middleman prices, massive selection, and a commitment to quality. Beards Diamonds at the St. John's Town Center.
If you're tired of weekend projects turning into weekend disasters, you're not alone. Building a fence isn't as easy as it looks. And let's face it, your neighbor still hasn't fixed his lopsided masterpiece. But Superior Fence and Rail makes it easy. Highly trained professionals, top quality materials, and a fence you'll love for years to come. Skip the stress and call the pros today.
When you're on the fence, about a fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Yeah! What a day!
After that tenderoni joint, we had to give it to him.
Gonna find my baby, gonna hold her tight, gonna grab some afternoon delight. My motto's always been when it's right, why wait until the middle of a cold dark night? When everything's a little in the light of day. And we know the night is not anyway. Take it in! Thinking of you working on my appetite.
Yeah! Get you some, Googans.
Oh, it's Friday.
I think you got it. The colors are...
Oh, the uniform?
No.
Oh.
The colors are green at your leader at minus 150, purple plus 200, blue plus 400, pink red plus 500, black brown plus 600.
I mean, by the way, this we've learned now. Did you guys talk about it already? This is all just a gimmick. I mean, it's being put on. I mean, shout out to the company that decides the way we're going to make our mark is throw, fluorescent sex toys at sporting events.
Oh, no.
That sounds like a good plan. That's genius. So I'm not going to even tell you which company is behind it. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, you've kind of hit the bottom barrel of your creativity.
Yeah.
When you keep going back to the throw the Bilbo strategy.
Wow.
Just saying.
Okay. It's interesting.
So I'm not going to bet on that. In fact, by the way, we now learned there's been a couple more of the guys got there, then they chickened out. I mean, they had it cocked back and ready to go, and they didn't do it.
Did you just say cocked back?
Yeah, the arm was cocked.
I mean,
what do you do when you throw? When
you have to go that way?
When you cock your wrist, when you hit a golf ball, you cock your arm when you throw it. I mean, I always in the gutter, man.
Straight gutter.
When y'all throw stuff like straight up, trying to be that way. I'm not even trying to be, and then you corrode my innocent comment.
I am an innocent man. Sure you are. Sure you are.
So you got your cash down now. You're good on the
Jags tonight.
Saturday night.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Jags, which is generally. But in the preseason, man, we're kings. We've always been kings. We undefeated last year. We won the Lombardi, and we're chasing it hard this year.
Yeah,
we're going starters.
Okay.
What's wrong with that?
Well, I mean, last year.
Let's get something to enjoy.
Okay.
You know.
I think that the preseason football it's going right according to plan.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we always know how. It's the same thing every year. You get excited; they're finally back. Football's back. Scrimmage in the stadium. Great! Pads go on. And the preseason comes. You're excited, and then 4 minutes to go in the first quarter, you're like, yeah, when's the regular season again?
I think the Jags are like 202 and 282 in the regular season, but in the preseason, 60 and 54. 3-0 last year, marked their second consecutive undefeated preseason. You people don't understand what we're bringing around here in August.
Yeah.
They also, 3-0 in preseason.
It must be a Florida thing. The Dolphins have been like that forever, but only theirs is September.
First time in franchise history they ever went winless was 2019.
Well, that makes sense.
We walk out of there with that good feel. You know what it is? It's habit building, Jeff.
Yes, it carries over.
Habit
it's momentum building. I mean, look at the opening day record that must be just scintillating coming off of this preseason success.
If you win, you want to win, you taste the win, and you want more of it.
Yeah,
you want more and more and more.
It's all you accept.
And that's what the Jags will be chasing.
That's correct.
Tomorrow.
When you set that tone, as they have many years in the preseason, with a good preseason, and I mean, if you beat the Patriots 31-0 in a preseason finale, it's pretty clear you are a Super Bowl favorite. And that's been among our accomplishments in the preseason.
We did. We whooped that Patriot ass.
My favorite Steeler preseason game, though, I'll just reset it one time. We once allowed Ben Roethlisberger to come down, play the stadium course in the morning, and then have a 5-for-5 touchdown drive, call it a day.
Bet we won that game, though.
Maybe.
Bet we won that game. Get us out of here.
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnik. Nimnik Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnik Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
Hello, Michael.
Hello.
What's happening?
Oh, come on.
Football
You guys
Friday.
were setting it up, setting the tone for the entire year.
Yes.
Urgency.
Nobody.
Look, I want them to come out and look good the first drive.
Yeah.
Let's do what Joe Burrow and company did last night. Let's go torch them for a couple of drives and then we'll feel good for a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it last year or 2 years ago that wasn't Trevor like the top rated preseason quarterback? I think it was last year. I think it was. I think he was like.
I know he had
a ton, but it was like.
I know he had an 8-10 game in one of them.
Yeah, I think overall.
I also know Byron Leftwich once came out.
Hey, Tanner McKee is now a first-round pick in fantasy drafts after
red hot
his performance last night.
Eagles?
The Eagles and Darius Cooper is firmly in the second round.
Running back for the Ravens.
Which one? Keaton Mitchell?
Yeah. He's
Keaton
back.
Mitchell. Yeah, he is.
Did he tear his ACL here? Does that sound? Anyone
in that Sunday night game or whatever, or
That's possible.
I don't remember.
Okay.
All I know is that if you are there's a curse in the NFL that is real, and I'm not a curse guy. If you're a backup running back for the Ravens, then just call the orthopedic.
Oh yeah.
At some point, you're down. I mean, if they kept as a backup running back. Gone start to finish. Maybe Justice Hill did last year.
Yeah.
But even he's been injured in the past more than once.
Yeah. What do you got cooking today?
And when it was Gus and those guys, one of them's always hurt.
Yeah.
J.K. Dobbins. I just want
to.
McManus in today. We'll have Frank Frangie on the show. We're looking at all the top storylines that we'll be looking for.
Plenty to look for.
Pull out of this game. Yeah. Setting the tone.
Have a great show.
Thank you, guys.
Mike and Tony getting ready for Jaguars today. Jeff, our work here on a Friday is not done.
No, we're just getting started. We'll carry it on the show live on location without the show.
But nonetheless, E.
Swerve.
Yeah.
Swerve. Swerve.
It's a new season.
I like where this team's headed.
A new era.
The fan base has been great.
A new hope.
We're all here to win.
Yeah!